just add something.
Yeah.
Uh, by having financial knowledge, we can easily understand when we are putting a proposal, what is the aspect the finance department is looking into and why is they are denying that this one.
True, true,
Because
true,
we
true. We are
as
learning. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Bindu. Go ahead.
so actually, we need to understand why the finance department is rejected. It's not just because that they don't want to reject all the proposal. Definitely, every business is running for a reason, which is profit.
Yeah,
And for every organization, cost reducing is key factor
yeah,
because that once they reduce the cost, then only they can margin
yeah,
and by this we can also put ourselves in their shoes and
yeah,
can relate things more in a clarity. So why? What is the reason of rejection? Why all the proposal are studied detailed,
yeah,
and the reason could be easily analyzed and understood.
yeah. True. We are going to learn for that. What is the reason of the rejections? Okay. How can prevent the rejections? Okay. This is what we are going to learn. There is a many situation for many facilities manager having while they are submitting the reports, it is getting rejected. Just getting rejected, even you don't know what's okay, Mr. Midhan, this is not feasible. That's the answer. But why this is not feasible? This is you need to we never know that. Okay, that's why we need the financial literacies. Because when we need to communicate effectively with your CFOs or CEOs and your stakeholders, you must know the financial literacy. Okay, it's not only for okay, we are all a CFM trainees, and yes, we need to get we are getting some information from them, but that will all be according to syllabuses, because it's even I'm saying it's not in order actually, so we should go through a little format to understand much better about the finance. That's the purpose of this training. Okay, so we need to change the mindset of leaders, senior managers, because they are always treating the facilities management as a cost center, as a cost center. Okay, so we need to change the mindset from the cost center perception to the value creator recognition. Actually, facilities management department is creating a value, right? Midun, you are managing you are an internal contractor, your department you are handling. Your responsibility to notify to your management that how much value you are creating to the organizations. When you success to show that one, when you success to produce that details to them, or bring the attention from the senior manager, where is your success? Okay, then if you are not able to do that one, you will cry that, because oh, I have done so much of things, my leaders, my management is not even considering me, because they don't know what you are doing. In reality, you are creating a value within your department, but it is not notified by the management. While they are giving attention to you, you will have a benefits where they will give you promotions or whatever it's salary hike or whatever it's. Otherwise, you have 24 hours, you are running here and there, you are doing so much of things, but no one is notifying, notice you. No one is notice you.
Correct.
Nowadays, everything is show off, right? You have to show off. This is the reality. You have to market yourself. There is no one there to market yourself. This is, I'm always saying that you have to market yourself. That yes, I'm bringing the value to the organization. That has to be recognized. That has to be recognized. Right? Yes. Okay. So facilities management help business run smoothly and succeed. And let us say, Balachandra, let us assume that if 2 days, okay, one day cleaner is not pop up in the office, what will happen? One day there is no cleaner in the building. What is the impact? Forget the complaints come to the facilities management organization, keep it everything aside. What is the impact if there is a cleaner not in a day?
You'll receive penalties. Is that what you mean?
It's not only penalties. It is not only forget the penalties. Forget the from the facilities management.
The office is dirty.
You of course, as you will be, you are the client, and your staff is working there, and if there is a cleaner is not pop up, then everything will become dirty. That will be affecting their productivities. And definitely, I can say you that one, your employee will be taken absent. they will take a leave because they don't want to work with a dirty environment, correct or not? So how important the facilities management? Mr. Michael, you are sitting in the office. What will happen if there is no cleaner a day to remove your bins?
Oh,
Not clean on the table.
the whole company will close down, Dr. Manoj. Oh, they'll go crazy.
Absolutely, go crazy, and your productivity, it will affect your productivity. That's simple as that. So, who is creating the values? And no one is understanding that. What's happening if there is no cleaner? What will happen if there is no proper receptionist? Because receptionist also, concierge also comes under the facilities. And what will happen? What's happening if if your security or your concierge is not customer friendly?
Let's think of it like an engine. If it's missing the parts, the engine or the
Yes.
facility can't run properly.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. So everything is important. So you have to create. So educated leadership teams knows this, but not everyone. So that's our responsibility to provide that one. So here we are going to learn basic financial skills, and we show how FM adds the value in numbers. Okay. Mr. Michael, you cannot say that one. Yes, I have saved energy this month. You have to show the number. How many percentages? When you are conversation with your leadership team, you should proudly say that one. Yes, I have done 15% reduction in my energy. I have 10. That number you have to highlight. The number you have to highlight. Yes, I have saved the altogether for last year. I have saved 5%, 10%, or 15%. That number should be there, and when with that number should include in your conversation.
Doctor,
Yeah. Yes.
even though they know, the management know that you really have done something, and they understand that, still the number does the talking.
Yeah.
That is important. Number, showing the number is important, because number does the talking.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Number
you're
is
right.
important. Number is important. Yes, Mr. Michael. Yes.
I was going to add as well for all the people on the call. When I'm writing a CV or reading CVs, I want to see the values that they've saved the company or things like that. So instead of, like you said, 5% saving, I want to see the figures. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I have other day CV. I have seen that one at the excellent CV, that where each within each organization he has worked, and he has specified that what are the project he is managed, and each project what is the percentage of cost saving, whatever his financial achievement, what is that financial achievement he has highlighted into the CV. Just imagine that you are the just to put your leg into their shoes, in the management shoes, leadership team shoes, that if you are getting, you need a facilities manager for your organizations. So if you are getting such a CV kind of CVs, are you going to select this guy or not? Because there's a proven record there that he has managed the he saved the cost. Why you are not going to add these whole things? Now engineers, facility engineers are there, change your CV that, okay, throughout your efficient engineering strategies, what is the saving, how you support to save the facilities management, how much you given a savings to your customer. Why you are not adding this in your CV? That is, Mr. Michael's point is absolutely right, absolutely valid point, right? So we have to add that. That's when you are highlighting these numbers, there's a high chances to hire you. This is important. Oh, I'm this one. I'm this one. I have done. I have jumped. I have crossed the road. So many things we are adding into the CV, but there is no numbering. There is no numbering. So think about that. Okay. Speak in a way the bad business leaders understand. Think in a way the business leader understand. This is where we are missing something. This is we are really missing as a facilities manager. Now we change. Our mindset has been changed. You are a certified facilities managers. Now you have to change. When you change your mindset, there should your growth is going to start. Okay, and the thing is, you have to be better. Everyone is brilliant, efficient candidates. You have a bright future there, but some elements are we have missing, so we need to correct it that one. We need to correct it that. Okay, so this training will help for every individuals. You have to manage you can manage your money wisely. Your organization money you can manage wisely, and you can set the right priorities. You have so many activities within your facilities, so you have to set the right priorities. Okay, and the control the cost and take responsibility of the result may be negative or positive, take the responsibilities. Okay, so senior management will trust you. You gaining the trust is important thing. Highly important for the gaining the trust from the customer, from the management. This is not easy. Gaining the trust is not easy, which we can easily gain. Okay, so the key objectives of this training: we can prepare a budget for facilities management work plan, and we can perform a total cost analysis and life cycle costing. Okay, total cost analysis. Still, in CFM, we have already discussed about life cycle costing and total cost analysis. Still, we have a confusion, and I know very well on this. Still, we have a confusion. You cannot deny for my statements that still you are coming. Why this? What is the difference between total cost analysis and life cycle costing? Correct, Midun? Yeah. So, what is this? So many clarifications we are getting from here. We will understand the difference, so easily you can handle that one. So that will be assist in the decision making of facility management, facilities procurement, or a major repair or the maintenance work. Okay, and you can conduct a feasibility study for new facilities or initiative for facility improvements. Okay, so after this training, you will able to, this is my promise, my commitment, that you understand the key financial concepts. You will understand the key financial concept. This 3 hours you are sitting with this training, this will be one of the best investments for you. Okay, it's an investment. Consider this an investment. Okay, so a lot of confusions, that many days you have a confusion about the facilities management financial literacies. Today you are getting the clarity on that. Okay, so understanding the key financial concept, and do asset-based financial analysis, and evaluate your project cost and returns, and prepare and manage your budget, and build trust with your senior management, and for ask for financial support with confidence. Financial support with confidence. Okay, but today you are attending the training, and definitely we will share all these videos and what is called the PPTs. Practice that one. Okay, practice. Okay, so yes, so that is the benefit of this training. So let us go to the introduction of this course. So we have to take a decision for our capital expenses and operational expenses, right? And that could be a benefit for your organization and your stakeholders as well. Okay, so you have to manage your capital budgets and your operational budgets. Okay, or capital expenses or operational expenses decisions, that definitely should be benefit for your stakeholders. This is very important. So that means you have to prioritize your facility operations. You have to prioritize your facility operations based on needs versus wants. Okay, and also you have to conduct the financial analysis for your procurement or your service options. Anything you are going to purchase, do financial analysis, do cost and benefit analysis. The benefit is a higher side or cost is the higher side. You have to do a cost and benefit analysis and budget for annual and short-term work plans, and monitor and report spending progress and control budget variances. We will learn that one. And monitor and report your spending progress and control your budget variances. and identify, assess, and manage the financial and operational risk. There is no risk area. There is no risk area in your operations. Financial risk is there. You have to identify and you have to manage, you have to reduce the impact. Either you have to reduce the impact or you have to eliminate the risk. Okay. So, what senior management focus on? That need to understand. So, creating and driving long-term strategic plans. You have short-term plans and long-term plans. Short-term plans we call it tactical plans. You can maybe write down that one. Short-term plans we can call it tactical plans. Long-term plans we can call it strategic plans. Okay. So tactical plan, for the tactical plans or short-term activity you are spending for your OPEX, operational budgets, tactical part. Okay. For your long-term plan or your strategic plan, to fulfill that strategic plan, you are utilizing your capital fund. Okay. This is the difference. Okay. Tactical and strategical. Okay. And measuring the performance and reporting the numbers. Measuring the performance and reporting numbers. As we said many times, you have to keep monitor your expenses. Keep monitor your expenses. Measure your expenses, your performance. Okay. When you are able to measure, you can manage more easily. Where you are getting difficulty to manage because you are not measuring. This is a true. You are not measuring. Okay. So making sure all departments support the company goals and focusing on value creation and financial benefit for the organization. I said value creation. You are a facilities manager there. I have a budget. Okay, my job is just to manage the property or the facilities. This is not. You have to really, as a, if you are a qualified facility managers, or you have to create a value. You have to create a value and financial benefits. Value and financial benefit for the organizations. So build your strong ties with your senior management. Facility manager need to understand the business and its process, and you should language in the business and clearly show in financial terms how their work support the company's strategic goals. This help position facility manager as a valuable part of the organization's success. Why if you are managing the internal department, why your leadership team, the management team is not considering you? Why they are not giving you priority? Because you are not creating the value. They don't see any value there. Of course, the department should be there. Cleaner should be there. The what is called the technician should be there, and pest control has to be done. For that, there is a department and there is a person who is in charge for monitoring everything. This is their concept. We need to absolutely change that concept. We have to create a value. How, whatever knowledge, whatever the strategy you have to apply, make sure they are noticing you. You are creating the value, and that value creation and the financial. When you create a value, definitely, what is value? What is the value? You can create only the value when the price and quality. Of course, you have low price, you have low budget, but your responsibility to provide a optimal level of services without compromise the quality. So if you are able to manage this well through other way, like you saving the fund, saving the cost savings strategies you have to implement there, where you can create a value, and through you can make a financial benefit, which your leadership team has to notice, and they should feel that one, yes, the facilities department is not a cost center. They are part of the strategy goals, where they are giving you the value. Otherwise, they are not going to give the value. So what financial skills do facilities managers need? What financial skills? This. Give me a second. Yes. So what financial skills do facilities managers need? Understand the cost and benefit analysis for new facilities, improvements and repairs, and make smart procurement budgeting decisions. Procurement is not our responsibility. It will be. Have you ever, have you ever to decide to purchase something? Have you ever to cross check with your budgets? My question. Okay. When you, that's what we said, when we are making a purchase or procurement, we have to definitely go through the life cycle, the total cost analysis and life cycle costings to make sure, and cost and benefit analysis to make sure that our decision is absolutely a wise decisions. Okay. Strong business, prepare a strong business case to compete for limited financial resources. And in the business case, you have to add everything, all the financial decision tools you have to utilize to provide a financial details to you include in the business case. Okay, of course, financial information and performance information should be there, but you have to make sure that there is a financial information will be in the higher end. Okay, and align FM plans with your organization goals and strategies. Your facilities management plan, your spending, your process and everything should align with your facility goals as well as your organization goals and strategies. We have learned about we have a facilities management strategy, and that should be aligned with the organization strategies. Okay, and communicate the FM value in financial terms. When you are going to have a communication with your management team, when you have a communication with your management team, make sure that you are discussing that in that conversation more financial information should be included more. They will like it. They will like it. So if we need to able to speak in that languages, we need to learn about the financial literacy. We should have the financial literacy, because facilities managers, most of the facilities managers, not a financial background. I am also include a part of that. I am also not a financial background person. Okay, so but we know what we need to apply in the facilities management part or this industry, what we need to apply. That information we have, that knowledge we have. Okay, we don't want to go to a much deeper financial knowledge to manage the problem, not necessary on this. Track, control and report budget and spending. And as I said, that the budget you have to monthly, you have to evaluate or review your spending and show they are reliable and trustworthy financial stewards. Okay, financial responsibilities. Build a strong relation with your senior management. Manage risk and long-term asset value effectively. Manage risk and long-term asset value effectively. Some facilities managers having those mindset that I'm managing only one building. I'm not responsible. My manager is responsible for that. I'm not responsible for that. Okay, Mr. Michael, I'm managing only one building. I'm not responsible. I have a manager. It is everything his responsibility. Who is taking these headaches? Right? Kind of mindset you have to eliminate. You have to take the ownership. Either you are managing a department or either you are managing a building or the multiple building, you have to take an ownership. That financial ownership, you have to take it. And the result will show very soon. The result will show very soon that one every department, especially for your procurement department or financial department, will give you attention. They will value. They will give you a value of your statements. Whenever you are going to narrate about the facilities requirements, they will give you the values. Okay, this is what we are going to learn. So learn, unlearn and relearn. Okay, learn, you have to gain a new knowledge or skills. Unlearn is let go of outdated beliefs, habits or methods. Okay, so every time we have to program ourselves. Okay, don't keep it anything in your mind 10 years back what you have studied. Okay, it is not relevant nowadays. Okay, so every time something new comes, what we have to learn, we have to unlearn, we have to remove all the outdated our beliefs. Okay, what is the beliefs? That which we have learned or what we have seen and what we have learned from the childhood due to the environment or our circumstances, whatever in our subconscious mind, that is a belief. So we need to allow to go, or eliminate that beliefs, our habits of methods. Okay. So unlearn and relearn. Okay. Update your understanding with fresh perspectives for better techniques. And you have already a knowledge about the financial part, because you have read lot of books, you have watched so many videos, and you are the CFM also. You have gone through a financial part. You learn that one, and unlearn whatever necessary. You have to take it left, you have to allow, let it go and relearn. Okay. So in facilities management and leadership, this mindset definitely will help you stay relevant, flexible, and forward thinking in a changing world, right? Okay. Learn, unlearn, and relearn. Perfect. So let us move to the part one. So far, any question? So far, any question? Anyone having any question?
No, thank
Please. Nothing. Okay. Midun, anyone? Please. This is an open platform. Even it will take much time. Even till morning, no, not a problem. No one will control us. Okay. We don't have a limitation. So any questions you can ask. No problem. Okay. So 10 o'clock we have to complete our training, but even it is going to more than a time. If you allow, not a problem. It is the expectation, or the aim is to understand the concept. So far there is no doubt. So ready for that one, right? Ready to move our real part. Okay. Have you listened these words in anywhere? Have you listened this word? Oh, it is not difficult. Just to follow the same as previous years. Yeah, budget is not an issue. We just follow, we'll get the paper, and we just follow the previous budget, some percentages. And my question is, you are increasing 5%, you are increasing 10%, you are decreasing 5%. On what is the base? What base? And what is the base? What is the base you are when you are getting the incremental budgeting format from your facilities management, sorry, your finance departments, that you are going to increase and decrease from your own mind? On what basis? What is the benchmarking? What is the benchmarking? No idea. So we are saying it is not a difficult budget. It's not a problem, because just to follow the same as previous years, or just to mark a 5% to last year figures. It's a waste of time. Yeah, finance, this whole things will be a waste of time. I have a lot of work to do. Yeah, I have my equipments are waiting for me, right? So because we don't know, we don't want to disturb ourselves into that areas, that financial areas, which we are going to give our time for interested areas. You know something, when you want to success in your profession, you have to do way which you don't like. You have to practice to do more time, spend more time to do things which you don't like. Understand? Reading books you don't like, but you have to force yourself to read. You just to try that. Okay, just to wait for finance to tell us how much is allotted to us. That's it. We don't have any idea, or we don't have any strategy how much money we need to manage. No idea, because we are leaving everything to the finance department, because you don't want to take that headache. You don't want to take that headache. You don't want to look at how many equipments are failed. What is the long term asset replacement planning? No idea about this. Whatever the finance is allotting, you are just accepting on this. And also, whenever a equipment is near to failure, you are notifying to your management. Okay. So budgeting is the one activity in facilities management job scope that most facility managers would like to avoid. My question, honestly, I'm asking you. I know many facilities managers, even they are not looking their budget, their actual spending against the budgeted amounts.
Dr. Manoj, Michael
Yes.
wished to say something.
Huh?
Michael wished to say something.
Yes, Michael. Yes.
I raised my hand. Many a time I've been in a contract where the finance have dictated the way that the operation is run. Now, if the FM managers were up to speed, educated, and understood about the site and the how do we say, the financials, they can give a better case to the finance, and your operations can get the correct budget for their site. Thank you.
Yes.
Perfect. Absolutely agree.
Perfect. Yes, that point is absolutely right, because finance people, they are controlling us. And see, if finance is forcing you to reduce your budget, if the finance is forcing to reduce the budget, you should have the courageous and you should have the knowledge to provide the justification that, yeah, I'm ready to reduce the budget, but I have to compromise the quality. If you are allow me that if I am going to compromise the quality, if client is having any comments, you are the responsible. You are the department is responsible. Okay, now you are reducing the budget on what is the benchmarking, what is the base you are selling to me, reduce the budget. I have a problem here in my facilities. Okay, this is the contract value, and this much of amount I need because I know this facility very well. I know the equipments very well, right? And I have to do this time to time. Otherwise, it's affecting. But when you are going to, if you are not going to discuss those things, you have to compromise. Many facilities manager don't say no. Don't say no. Where they will be in trouble. They are in trouble because they are struggle to manage and slightly they are compromising their services. That's why in many facilities you are replacing within 2 years or 3 years from the facilities, because the client is not they are not fools, right? They are keep watching you, they are monitoring you, they are evaluating you. Where they feel that one, yes, you are doing compromise in quality and so many other things, they will decide. They will not say you anything. They will not say you anything. They will try to replace the company. Otherwise, Midhan, why the client is keep replacing the facility management company? I have no idea at all. Price is not the factor. Okay, so there is a threshold. Okay, with a certain percentages, we have the rights to increase the price. Okay, if there is a massive price the contractor is giving, that is a different cases. But even if it is an acceptable price increases every year, I'm happy. I'm happy to keep them because they're doing their good job. They know the facility very well and they are managing very well. All the structure, compliance and everything they have to follow. Why should I replace them? Why should I replace him? I have a very good the relationship with the facilities manager, and he is time to time providing all the financial informations, right? So why should I replace him? Because I need to bring a new contractor and to spend a time with them. My 3 to 4 months will go. My most of the time I have to spend with them to monitoring and evaluating. This all headache for me. And just I do the timing, my spending time there too, to monitor those new contractor. Maybe that is the value only for the contract increases. So I will definitely allow. Right now it is just like Midhan, you want to the landlord is increase the rent for 15 percentages. 15 percentages. You will not leave the apartment because that 15 percentages will definitely the cost will happen for the relocation and everything. This all headaches. It's not only for the time. No, it's not only for the money and your time, your valuable time. Your valuable time. Simple concept. Simple concept. So these need to be considered. Okay. And the facilities manager neglected to budget because they are too busy with their wide jobs. Give priority for your budget. You are very busy. What busy you are? I don't know. What busy you are? Also, they don't see the important as they assume. It should be more or less the same as the previous year. You can't really, if you are not able to understand your facility very well, you cannot just to increase and decrease the percentage and accept the facilities budgets. Don't do these mistakes. Don't do these mistakes. Right? And if FM forget to budget for replacing a major asset, so what is happening? if you don't have a planning, if you don't budget anything, suddenly you go for and asking money to the finance, your finance department will be shake because it's not planned. Mr. Michael, in your facilities, a chiller, you have to plan that one in your 5 year to 10-year work plan. That chiller should be included. Otherwise, one fine money you are saying that my chiller is getting defective time to time. I need to replace it within a month. It's from where they are bringing the money. Finance department, from where they are bringing the money. Wrong. You have to plan it earlier. You have to plan it earlier and you have to notify to your finance department. Our finance department also having these mistakes because finance department is not very friendly. They are not actually finance department to support the operation. There should be a proper communication between the operation facility manager and the finance managers. I have seen one finance manager when I was working in one of the organization, and there was every month there is a meeting with all the facilities managers and the finance manager, CFO. Every month, all the facilities manager, they will come to the head office, they will sit in the boardroom, there will be 2 or 3 hours meeting will be held, right, to discuss everything. Understand? So there will be proper communication there. But most of the finance department, they feel they are like a king and we are like the operation department, like they are just neglecting them.
They're just looking into the invoice and numbers only.
Invoice and numbers, yes.
We are physically into the playground, so
Yes.
we know what is reality.
We saying better customer satisfaction. How you can bring a better customer satisfaction? That's my question. When just imagine, ask all the facilities professional in this group, and just imagine that if you have a good relationship with your finance manager and you are able to communicate, whether it is approval or not approval, different cases, but you can, there is a platform to communicate your problems. When we are communicating our senior manager, he is also same position because he can also limitation to communicate with the finance departments. I'm giving a small example. Now, the mindset of the finance department. Now, let us say, Midun, you have a contractor not getting their payment on time. When you are giving pressurizing to the finance department to release the money, finance department perception will be different. They feel that you are taking some money from him. That is why you are pressurizing. Am I right or not? This is the mindset for that one. That's why the operational department don't want to involve into releasing the fund to the payment to the subcontractor. Most of the cases such a, but you have to, the finance department has to understand that one, there should be a proper communication should be there because these facilities manager are managing the facilities, and it is the finance department responsibility to don't to their responsibility to make them comfortable. Yeah, you go with the procedure, no problem. You go with the process, no issues at all. You don't want to compromise your financial policies. We are not talking about this. We are talking about just to be a proper communication. There should be someone should understand our problems. There should be someone there to understand our problem. That's enough. So that means for budget for replacing a major asset like a chiller, they may need to ask emergency funds later. This can be hard if the company has no extra cash or fixed plans. You are asking money to your management. Your management will go to your senior manager will go to the client. Mr. Client, the chiller is going to shut down at any time. Give me money. From where they bring the money? They have to. So even earlier you have to notify to them. Now 2025 now up to 2021, sorry 31, you have a complete plan with you have your 5-year work plan. You should have your 5-year work plan. Do you have? That is my question. Your 5-year work plan, do you have? So in the work plan clearly included that the equipment replacement durations, I mean the year. Maybe some equipment you need to replace 2031, some equipment 2029. But if you have a 5-year work plan, which you have to communicate with your client or your management, they will see that one, yeah, yes, because this is the planning, because so 2029, we need to replace the chiller, or we need to do a major refurbishment work for the chiller. So what happened? They can allocate those money and which they have enough time to go through your business case and everything, understand the investments, and they can allot money for you. This is not happening here. This is not happening here. This is the issues. Okay. This is a risk because these experiences make management think that facility manager are always asking for money. Finance will run away while they see you because whenever you go, you are asking money. They will run away. They will not give you attention because whenever you need a money, you are going there. No, you have to plan. You have to upfront inform them. So finance department will reserve money for you. They will reserve money for you. Okay, and otherwise you are disturbing the company's financial plans. That is why these activities, these habits will negative impact for the facilities management department. Negative impact. Okay, so it's getting harder to approval in the future. As a result, asking for capital expenditure become a stressful and unpleasant task for a facilities manager. You remember that I have discussed with during the CFM training in the finance module, the capital approving the capital fund is a difficult. But then I have gone through further research where I have spoken to a couple of CFOs of the organization also. What they are saying, Manoj, this is not very tough things. If the facilities manager providing us the proper information with all these financial information, which we feel that when there is an return opportunities, we will approve. Hey, so where is the problem? It is not the problem for the finance department. The problem is facilities managers don't know how to produce the financial information
in a convincing way.
In a convincing way, yes, in a convincing way. That's a problem. I have spoken to a couple of CFOs in a big companies. While we had a conversation, I said, so this is the problem. What do you feel? And he said, no, there is no, it's wrong. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Where the facilities manager providing a proper business case for us, where all the information there, and it is a convincing, and we feel that one, yes, there will be return opportunities. Yes, we will provide. Money is there, but we cannot release the money without a proper justifications. Simple as
Definitely,
that.
yes. The reserving the money is managing the money is the key job of finance department. Definitely,
Absolutely,
yes.
absolutely. They will not leave. They will. When there is a millions, billions, they will not release a single amount because
If there is no control, it will be a mess. Definitely,
absolutely.
if we as facility professional convince them with the proper facts and figures,
Yeah.
definitely I don't think it will be a big deal to release the fund and get it approved.
Correct. Mr. Michael, you have any point?
I have
Anyone,
a question
any
here.
others having any points?
No, I agree.
Sir,
Agreed. Okay,
sir, I
fine,
have a
perfect.
question.
Yeah. So,
Sir, I'm
Malik, how are you, man? Fahimi, Malik.
I'm fine. I'm fine, sir. How about you?
Good, man. Tell me. Yes.
Uh, Actually, I have a question.
Ah,
I joined one company as a facility manager,
okay.
but the problem is that the mobility team, which they have mobilization team in our company, there is a mobilization team also.
Ah,
They have miscalculated the budget. Now,
okay.
when I joined the project, I am
Ah,
facing the problem that it's not according to the requirement. And
yes.
when I'm trying to convince my company at that time, they are ignoring me. And in front of clients, I'm facing a problem. So, what could be
Yes.
a possible solution, best solution for this?
It's a risk actually. It's a highly risk for you. Now, either you have to go back to the client and discuss with them. But if it is too late, then we can't do anything. Like if you are identify within 3 months of time, because any facility there is 3 months. First 3 months is a due diligence period. So first 3 months you have the opportunity to discuss any variations are there. Okay, so you can discuss with them, then you can define the scope of works and everything. But if it is goes more than 3 months, it will be highly risk.
So
Then it is
there
completely
is some budget, there is a window of budget available in the company, but they are not willing to release this budget.
you
And
are
they are saying
managing
we are profit focused company.
you are managing your own property, or you are managing third party property.
Actually, I have in my under there is a one university. which is complete university. There are 110 buildings, different buildings, and I have to manage each and everything. And there are 3 cities which I am managing right now. I have talked with the company about this one. They are saying we are profit-focused company, so you have to manage it like this one. But in front of client, my position is going very, very bad due to availability.
One thing you can do, like you have to include the current situations and what went wrong, okay, and what is the consequences, what is the challenges you are facing, and if these situations are continue, then what is the consequences, and what is the differential amount which you are asking, which you need. That's everything you have to highlight and present to your board of directors in the
Actually, I
university.
have presented there is a 100,000 real petty cash available on the project, and it's written in the contract.
Okay.
But the company is giving us the lame excuses by giving us this big amount. So I'm facing the problem here. Everything is according to contract, but just only client is focusing on the petty cash, which they
Yeah.
have decided on the contract. But my company is not giving. In 6 months, they have released only 200,000, and
Yeah.
they are supposed to release 600,000. So for this one, it's making me trouble, and I want to ask many people what could be a best possible solution for this one.
Yes. According to me, in my point of view, that you have to highlight the consequences of the management. That if the situations are continue moving on, anyone having any other solutions, please you can give it to Fahmi, Mr. Michael. Anyone
Yeah,
having any?
I placed in the chat that if I was in that situation, I would be preparing a business case of let's say, a
Yeah.
SWOT analysis of the issue, and then that way, if it's officially recorded and sent to your, let's say, HR and your management,
Yeah.
then you should be more protected when something hits the fan. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So, cost and benefit analysis, SWOT analysis, and so the consig everything you have to put it together to submit. And if something is goes in a worst way, then company has to take the ownership. You have to save in yourself. Otherwise, what is going to happen if something is goes wrong? It will come to your head, and it will affect your credibilities. So better to either they approve or not approve, different matter, that you have to
Keep it
prepare a
informed.
document to send it to them as an official, that you mentioned that if the something is goes wrong, any quality issues or anything, don't blame me, that I done as much as I can, right? So that will be a
Maybe, sir,
documents.
their
Agreed.
consequences are starts coming. They have started deducting on the late problem solving issues. So anyhow, it's coming on the company by the end of the day.
Yeah,
So
maybe company is ready to take that risk. So we don't know that one. That's completely.
what
But
they
as
have
a
said to me, they have said if the deduction is coming, it will come only 40,000.
okay,
So it's okay to take the deduction, but I will not pay 100,000.
okay, okay. Huh.
Wow.
Yeah. So yes. So yes. So if you are not providing a proper information on time, they feel that even you are asking money every time. So they definitely will run away. Okay. So budgeting is very important. Make your job is easier and less stress. So you should have a well-defined budgeting, okay, and make sure that in the budget everything is covered. That is why don't go for that risk for increasing and decreasing 5-10%. Even your manager say you should have a proper clarity, proper informations, right? And for each spending, how much money you need within your facilities, those information should be with you. And FM may face problems when the budget is cut or when there is a sudden breakdown, yes, and they will have to manage with the limited funds, and in all the stress some important effort may be missed. This can lead to a costly recovery later. Fahimi, this is the happens because they are cut down the budget in many areas where you have to compromise, and what is going to happen within, it will be costly repair in
Yes.
future. In future, costly repair. The end of the day, who will be the victim? The client will be the victim. Here, in Fahmi's case, client released the money, but his own company is holding the money. What is the logic? Correct? What is the
It all
logic?
depends according to the open discussion. If there is a proper evidential
So-
communication,
So
it
they
will be easy for us to convince each other.
Yeah, that means they are the cost-driven organizations. Cost-driven organizations. They are the cost-driven organization, not a business-driven. One second, let me put a parking here. 1 second. We don't have a free parking here. AP2.
So, Mr. Malik, I would suggest that you protect your ass. Definitely do a business case, highlight it, and bring
I'm
it forward.
highlighting the issues every time on every board of director meetings, and that's why they are stuck with me, and they are saying that you are asking a lot of money, so please, you have to limitize your budget. But whatever I have to do, I will protect myself definitely. I don't want to.
It's recorded in the meeting minutes and the monthly reports.
Actually,
well?
it's an online meeting, and there are meeting minutes available. So
Make sure that they're included in there as well. Then,
yeah, they are writing the budget issue at that time. Budget issue from this specific side, which is my side, and no action is taken. But a lot of problems come here. Actually, the problem came here due to the mobilization team. They did not calculated every aspect of the project. They just came for 3 days, 1 week, and they have made the budgets, and that's it. Once I joined the site, I'm facing a lot of trouble, a lot of issues, which are not written in the contract.
This is the problem with the bid teams. They're not properly FM trained, or they are looking for the most cost-effective solutions to get the bid, and then they don't care once you guys are on site. So that can be a problem.
So,
yeah.
Budgeting is important, and budgeting, it will make your job more easier. And don't prepare the budget without checking the past expenses. And here, this is what the facilities man are doing the mistake is, because they are not even checking the past expenses, just to assumptions. Based on the assumption, they are doing you will be in trouble. If you are not budgeted, you will be in trouble in sudden breakdown, and you have to manage with limited funds, and in all the stress, some important different task may be missed, and this can lead to costly recovers. Okay, so budget will help the organization reach your financial goals and support the mission and visions. Okay, because as I said, your facility, how to comes within, because your facility strategy is aligned with your organization strategies, right? That we have discussed earlier. Facility strategy is aligned with the organization strategies. Okay, so facility strategy is aligned with the facility goals. So where the mission, vision, and everything is aligned with the organization vision and mission, where our financial, the budget also aligned with the so automatically it will be aligned. Okay, because the budget should meet the facility goals. Budget should meet the facility goals. Now you are, without knowing, without the proper information, you are increasing and decreasing the percentages. It definitely will not the facility goals. You are just doing this to convince your management. That's it. And when you deeply evaluate this process, this budget, you can understand this is never meet your facility goals. Never meet your facility goals. Okay. So you have to, traditionally, budgets are used to track progress, compare actual performance with expected results, find differences, the variations, and take corrective action. So budget are useful tools for decision making and checking your performance. So establish your priorities and set a target in numerical terms. You put an initiatives, you take an initiatives for energy management, then you have to target a new, I need to reduce the energy. Two situations, two mindset. One, Midun, I need to reduce the energy this month. Is it correct? Or I will say that one, that I need to reduce the energy 15%. That 15% is our focus.
More quantitative.
Okay. More, quantitative, yes. So you have to establish the priorities and set a targets in numerical terms. Okay. And assign responsibilities and accountability to manage, and given them the flexibility to run things their way within the budgets. Maybe you have the facility. See, you have engineering budget. You have to give some responsibilities for your facility engineer as well. You are not only control that one. You have different people's. Okay, supervisors are there, engineers are there. So there is so many other responsible people, accountability peoples are there. For example, supervisor for a department supervisor or department engineer. You have to give them a target as well. Or if you are managing a multiple facilities, there should be facility engineer will be there, or facility manager should be there. To they are the accountable for the building, where you have to give them a target also. Don't try to everything through your control. You can say that one, yes, Mr. Engineer, for this building, this is your budget, and you have to manage everything within this budget without compromising. And then you have to keep monitoring. Now it's very easy. You wherever you are, you can sit in anywhere. You can see through the your facility systems, right? You can manage. You can see that. You can control that and communicate target from management to employees. Okay, so facility management is often seen as a cost center because it does not directly generate the income. Is it facility management is generating the income, Midil? Your department is generating the income? No.
Indirectly, yes.
Indirectly? How?
Indirectly, yes. Because if facility fails, the entire operation will be a mess because of production.
I agree that, but directly it is generating income. No. Indirectly, you are generating the income. You are supporting to other department to generating the income.
Exactly. Yes.
Which your leadership teams don't know. That's why they are treating you a cost center rather than a value creator. Right. And yes, you are the facility management company. You are managing third-party property. The client is seeing you as a cost center because they see you, just a cost center, because they, according to them or from their perceptions, you are not revenue generated department. For them, it is a cost center.
Yes.
But as a facilities manager, you are success to change that perceptions that yes, you are there to really value create. That's why I'm asking you I'm informing you that if a cleaner not pop up a building, it will affect their performance, and if the technician is not doing their job, it will reduce their productivities, right? It will affect their comfortable. So where definitely they will have a direct financial loss through people will getting sick and they getting the absence and their insurance premium and so many other financial issues will be there in the organizations. Okay.
Agree.
So FM must become a good financial stewards, helping the organization save money, use resource wisely, and support overall profitability. If you are managing, if you are internal contractor, your focus is how you can bring the value to the organization, how you can save the money wherever it's possible. And if you are an external contractor, you of course you have to make money as an organization. You have to make money at the same time. You have to keep that business driven. You have to make sure that when client, you are there to save client money, and this need to be notified by your client. This is very important. It's important. The client will see that one, yes, Midun, Midun's company is there. They are doing good job because previous company, while they are there, the energy bill was higher. But when the moment Midun's company is in the premises, there will be less reducing. So there is a huge savings are there, waste, energy, or many aspects. Okay. So they are getting direct benefits on that. They are getting direct. The other day I have asked a facilities manager, yeah, who is paying your energy bill? That's my landlord is paying. Oh, okay. So okay, that's fine. Your landlord is paying, which is okay. But have you reviewing the energy bill? No, we are not getting the bill. So you are not receiving the monthly energy bill. What you are going to do for the energy savings there? Tell me. You are not getting the opportunity to assess the current performance. Even you don't know how much unit you have only manual readings are there, but most of the time manual reading will be not the right, correct? Yes. So you need the actual bill from the authority that how much exactly they have billed you, and tariff as well, because certain when the threshold is over, then there will be another tariff, right? And another tariff. It is a So we need to know that one. That's you have to definitely ask the landlord to get the bill. Okay.
Share the bill.
Yes. And the facilities manager expenses, we are dividing into operational budget and capital budget. Operational expenses and capital expenses. Earlier I said you operational expenses for our day-to-day cost to keep the facility running, our cleaning cost, our technician salaries, and the consumables, spare parts, and garden service, security services, concierge service, whatever it's. That's day-to-day tactical level, middle tactical, short time. Okay, all the short time activity, tactical level, definitely we are using the operational expenses. Okay, capital expenses, it's a long time investment. That is part of our strategic plans. To fulfill our strategic plans, we are using our capital, we are using the capital expenses. Okay, this cost will help maintaining safe, functional, and efficient facility services. Okay, so FM work plan. Something, if you need to manage your capital budget, to take a right decision to spend the capital budget, you should have a 5-year work plans. Okay, so then that will lead to a operational success, because FM budget express the work plan in a financial terms, will enable the facility manager to plan budget by focusing on activity rather than a cost. What is that? Budget by you can plan your budget by focusing on activity rather than a cost. Okay, so planning and activity based budgets. What we are preparing? Incremental budgeting. We are not preparing activity based budgeting. Activity based budget will help the facility manager. Okay, your financial policy may be incremental budgeting, but even incremental budgeting, you have to shift to activity-based budgeting. You have to allocate the amount according to the priorities for different tasks. Clear? Yes? Because you cannot question your finance department. Finance is allocating incremental, their policies. Okay, incremental budgeting. You got the approval from the incremental budgeting. You have to shift it to the activity-based budgeting. Each activity, how much money you need to spend, you have to decide. You know this better well, because you managed this facility from long time. You have the past data, so accordingly you have to allocate. Then from those budget you have to manage. Okay, and facility management negotiating with the management during the approval process, and you have to negotiate that. Your requirements, maybe when they will force you to reduce the budgets. But if you have a proper data, these 5-year work plan kind of things you have, then you can negotiate with them. Like, let us say the 5 year, the senior management is also informed the consequence of cut in the budget resulting in non-performance all the FM activities. So FM work plan into how you can make it the FM work plan into FM budget. I have sent you the PDF sheet in mobile in the group, so you can open and look into this. So our mission to facilitate business operation success, work plan is there. So you have to include the work plan in one column. You have to break down all the activities. Right? Okay, Mr. Michael, everyone is there or not? Yes. Shout yes. Okay. You have to.
Yes,
This is the process. This is a process you have to follow. Okay. This is the international practices, best practices. So we have to follow. First, you have to prepare the work plan. You have to break it down all the activities, cleaning services and mechanical services, electrical services, plumbing services, whatever this. And then you have to put a price tag on every work plan activities. Okay. Work plan, every activities, output, facilities of building, internal ground, external ground, architecture, mechanical, electrical, support services, and output and outcome also you have to include building their services, space, ground, asset to be able to operate till their expected useful life. So all the information you have to add it in the work plans. Okay, so we'll go through that work plan. Wait. Okay, that is in the capital budgetability. Okay, so this is express your FM plan into FM budget. Okay, so you have to inform your senior management if there is any compromise for the budgets, the consequences you have to highlight to your manager. But most of the time you are trying to making butter with your manager, senior manager. That is why you are not telling anything. Right? This is the case. So you have to tell that you can still butter him, not a problem, but you have to tell the consequences as well in a convincing way. In a convincing way. Okay. Otherwise, you will say, I know this very well. I have a 15 years experience. Yeah. So don't try to teach me. So that is the mindset on the managers, right? So any reduction or cut will significantly affect the work plan. Okay. So you have to prepare your FM budget, work plan into FM budget. Okay. You have to prepare this. You remember, we learned the project management. Remember in CFM, we learned the project management. The project management work breakdown structure we have discussed, right? Work breakdown structure. Yes. Because for the entire facility management activity, we are break into several pieces, right? So for example, we have how we need to do. Okay, this is FM services. Then the first layer, cleaning services, security services, and what is called electrical services, pest control services, garden services. So you have to break down. From again, you have to break it down different. Even cleaning services, what is that? You have a daily task, right? Consumables, right? Equipments, right? So you should have the proper breakdown on that one. You have to put the figure out there also. You have to put the figures. So you can easily manage your FM budgets. You can easily manage your FM budget. Here we are not doing the breakdown. Okay, cleaning services. What are the expenses will be there, Mr. Michael? What are the expenses? Labor cost will be there.
Transport.
Consumable will be there. Equipments will be there, right? So in the hard service, in the electrical services, there will be labor cost, technician cost will be there, tools cost will be there, and also spare parts will be there, consumable will be there. And also, of course, there is a sub-services will be there. What is sub-services? Thermography survey, it's a sub-services, sub-activities, right? It's electrical services, but it is a sub-activities. Correct. So we have to break it down and we have to allocate our budget into there. So we can easily manage. We can easily manage our budget. This is the best way you can. So then what happened? Each activity, each criteria, each category, you can closely monitor and you can control your budget. Otherwise, you cannot control your budget. Okay. And if you have any reduction, if management is forcing you to deduct something, you can show this. This is the plan, Baba. If I'm going to do, see, in this budget, you are only allocated for the consumable for me so and so amount. This is not enough to the consumable. So where I am bringing the chemical, I do cleaning with the water only. Yeah, you can ask questions. You can ask questions. So what is the importance of budgeting? The importance of budgeting, you can establish a facility management competency in facilitating business operations. You cannot compromise your activities. Within you are compromising, it will be visible. It will be visible. You may see that one, okay, this month, what happened? I can omit the PPM for this internal FCUs. I will do only the external services. I will leave it the internal one because internal will take time because to remove the ceilings and to do this all services, and it is taking time because so many FCs are there. So you are purposefully you are ignoring that one. What is the consequences? The consequences will be eventually what happened. Your unexpected maintenance, unplanned maintenance will be there. You are trying to save 10 dirhams here. If you are trying to save 10 dirhams, 100 dirham you have to spend later. 100 dirhams you have to spend later. And validate FM creditability and professionalism. Facility management credibility and professionalism. Client will see you. And don't lose your organization credibility or your own credibility. And you have to show the professionalism. How you can show the professionalism? If you are using the proper financial terminologies while you have a conversation with them, and they need to see that one. Yes, you are saving. Will be some saving. You are creating the value to the organization. This is the way only you can show the professionalism and the credibilities. Okay. And a tool for evaluating and monitoring actual operations. What is the tools we have? We have KPIs, right? That is one of the tool to measure the performance. So what makes a good FM budget? FM budget should align with itself with the organization mission and policies. And facility management budget should contain capital expenditure and routine operating expenses, and taking into account of preventive maintenance too. Where capital budget are, so we are going to start discuss about the capital budgets now. Okay. Earlier we have discussed about the FM budget. We discussed about FM budget. Two type of FM budgets are there. One is operational budget. One is capital budget, and other one is operational budget. Now we are going to discuss about capital budgets. Okay, listen very carefully. Capital budgets are often facilities management plans for major facility refreshment, expansion, and replacement, where you will get an idea, where you will get the information that which how what equipments I need to include this in a capital expenses. That is from where you are getting. So you are getting the data through asset register, because you have asset register and you have a regular maintenance activities will be there, and where you can see in the caption system for each equipment performance and how many work order, how many times the work order you have created, your MTBF, mean time to between failure, MTTR, mean time to repair. This all things we have closely monitor, so we are getting the data. Second data we are getting the condition survey. We do the we do the regularly, we do the condition survey. At least the condition survey we do like quarterly or half yearly. We do a condition survey, formal condition survey for the facilities, where we are getting the information. Third, facility audit. Monthly we do facility audit. Sometimes once, two times per month, twice in every month we do the facility audit. We are getting the data, and we have 5-year work plan. 5-year work plan. So where we are getting the information, Mr. Michael? From the asset register. Deepak Kumar, facility condition survey. Ms. Meera, facility audits. Right. So we are getting data. This all data, it is not like you do and close the file it somewhere and you never see that one. Okay, I have done this quarter facility survey. Yes, facility audits. Finish. I have done this. If someone is asking you, Midin, you are doing the facility condition survey, facility audit. Yes, I have done. Every record is there. Why you are doing this? This is the data for you. This is the data for you to decide that which equipment I need to move to the capital budget. You are getting data. So 5-year work plan. So 5-year plan, work plan. Failing to plan is planning to failure. What is that? Failing to plan is a planning to fail. So facility management must have a plan for repairing and replacing assets that have exceeded their useful lifespan. Many facility manager, they don't know these equipments already declined stages. It is consuming a lot of energy. Every day, every week, there is a problem. It's a breakdown is happening. So replacing the spare parts, they are not giving attention. I know personally. That is why I'm telling that. Okay, not everyone, someone, some facilities manager. And what happened? Two reasons are there. Either their managers, their landlord is not understand the real concept, or they don't want to spend the money. Correct? And you continue, you have to repair, you replacing the equipment, you are replacing equipment every day, you are getting calls, unplanned maintenance activities, you do this one because you don't have any. You still do the maintenance activity, even exceed the useful lifespan. Performance is less, functionality is less, still they are repairing. And too many times, due to lack of proper planning, facility management is forced to maintain substandard equipments that has exceeded the useful life. And
This
also
will exceed the budget.
Exceed the useful life, exceed its useful life.
Exceed the budget also.
Exceed the budget also. Exceed the budget also. Yes, correct. Absolutely right. Because they don't have a budget.
Because budgetary control is not just for finance people only, because we facility team also should understand what is budget, and it is somewhat our responsibility also to control the budget.
True.
And which can easily convince the finance people.
Yes. So FM did not give the senior manager enough advance warning. Who is the failure? Either you don't know or you are afraid to inform your senior management. You have to give a continued warning for the replacement of your equipments. You have to regular communication. It's not your property and you are still managing there. If you have a problem in the property, you have to inform your management, your leadership team, why you are afraid. Why you are afraid. And the 5-year work plan is a tool. You can use it, will help facility management to keep track of your facilities, useful life and major maintenance. 5-year work plan. You can see the screen, right? You can see the screen. Okay.
Yes.
Here, what you have to do, you are managing a facility, you have to create a 5-year work plan. Now, let us say building elements. You have to write down what are the elements. The structural, roof, painting, external ground, parking area, pavement, fence, carpet, painting, mechanical, electrical. So you can categorize this. Okay. That is the first column. Then RUL, useful life, remaining useful life. RUL, remaining useful life. Maybe you are managing for 10 years old equipments. But you have to decide what is the remaining useful life of these equipments, which you will get the information about the past maintenance. When you assess the past maintenance activities, you can decide that what is the remaining useful life. So you have to write the remaining useful life, you have to write down there. Then let us say installation year. Installation year you have to write down. And then you can say, okay, let us say to the 2025, 2026, 27, 28, 29, 30, you can write down. You can see that when I need to do a roof repair. Here, example, when I need to do a roof repair in according to this sheet 2022. Okay, just to consider this, okay? You can understand, it's just an example. So let us say now 2005, 6, 7, 2028. According to the current state, I get 2028, you need a roof repair. 2027, you need a painting work. Parking area, you need to 2026, you have to do. So what you can the comments also, you can put it there. Pavement area in 2029. So if you have to make a 5-year work plan, so you have clear when you need to inform those 5-year work plan, you can hand over to your facility management department or whoever the gatekeeper, whoever the decision maker. And time to time, now let us say we are in 2025. Now you can see, okay, 2026, I have as per my 5-year work plan, 2026, I need to do this activity. So I have to follow with my finance department. Sir, I have to do the next year. Is it included in the capital budget or not? Or do you need any more information? Any further document is necessary or not? So you have to clearly communicate with your management. So to decide your capital budget, capital expenses, you have to prepare 5-year work plan. Write down 5-year work plan. I have sent you the format, and you can prepare something in Excel sheet, and you can manage the. So what is the benefit for this 5-year work plan, Mr. Michael? What is the benefit? Now let us say your landlord is releasing a huge fund at a time, and then they will say that one, okay, Mr. Michael, I'm going to release 2 million. Please plan it that for major upgrading activities within the building. See, you within an hour, you can bring the document because you already 5-year work plan there. You have to do some modifications. That's it. You can produce. But keep monitoring. Okay, one time you prepare and don't keep it in your folder. Keep monitoring. Keep monitoring. You need to add anything more. Okay, so these you have to keep monitoring 5-year work plan. Capital for budget. Okay, for the capital expenses, capital budgets, 5-year work plan. So now, if you don't have, go back to your office tomorrow or the next working day, prepare for your 5-year work plan 2025, 26, 27, 29, 30. And make sure which year you need to replace which equipments. And don't write like mechanical equipment. No, you have to go through each equipment individually. So you can take the list from your asset list, right? Where you have already asset details are there. There already installation year will be there. Remaining useful you can review. You can update the remaining useful life. And so you have the clarity about, so each equipment you go back to your CAFM system and look at that. Okay, the past maintenance activities, based on that you can decide the remaining useful life, and you can decide when you want.
This remaining useful life, how exactly we can obtain for all the systems?
See, basically, remaining useful life. First of all, understand remaining useful life. It is based on the facilities managers are deciding. Now, how it is going to do that one? You have to look in the past data. Past data. How you are going to look? You have to look into MTBF, mean time between failure. Sorry, mean time So, give me a second. Yeah. MTBF means, okay, each equipments you have to go through that one. Okay, when this equipment you have seen this equipment work order is issued, the last each work order, each defect, what is the duration? Yeah, Mr. Ajmal, what is the duration for the last 3 years? What is the duration? Or 3 years? Yeah, 3 years, 2 years is enough. What is the duration? Okay, there is a 6-month duration, 3 months duration, which is okay. But there is a duration for 1 week, 2 weeks gap. This particular equipment is getting failure, and our team is done the repair work. Then after 3 weeks, again it is a repair the same equipments. Whatever different parts is different cases, but same equipment is getting repair. So we need to take that mean time between failure. MTBF. Okay, number 1. Number 2, we have to look into MTTR. MTTR. MTTR means mean time to repair. These equipments are repaired at that details exactly it is in the work order. When you receive the complaint for this particular equipment and when they have complete the work. So that is your MTTR. 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour to the moment you receive the complaint and to rectification, that MTTR. That's also you have to measure. So when you go through these details, you can see the current functionality and performance of these equipments. So based on these tools or this information, you can decide that one, okay, how many years it will be functioning. That's it. There is no set of rules not there. It is completely up to your decision. There is no set of rules. There is no set of rules. You go through MTBF and MTTR, then you will say that one, okay, another 5 years I can run that's your confidence. And you have to keep monitoring this. Keep monitoring this. Clear? Capital asset I am talking about, okay? Capital assets. I am talking about only a capital asset. There is an asset which is not included in the capital assets, like water heater, like a small pumps and kind of things. Yes? Yeah, okay, Ajmal? Clear?
Yeah.
Clear? Okay.
Yeah.
So 5-year work plan is important. This is you have to remember on this. So let us say an example I can show you that one. Okay, a 5-year work plan for a cooling water replacement. You have to cooling system, the entire system, cooling system, cooling water system. So you can say cooling water system, cooling tower 1. In cooling is a heading, cooling water system, cooling tower 1, cooling number 2, remaining useful life 2 years are there. Cooling number 2, there is a remaining useful life 3 years will be there. Cooling water pump remaining 2 years will be remaining useful life. Cooling water pump 2 is 3 years there. So 5 years there. So I have already put, okay, cooling tower 1, 2 years. So that means I need to replace in 2026, right? 2026, 2025. Let us assume 2026. Cooling tower 2, 3 years remain life. So now we are in 2025, 26, 27. 27, you have to, 2020, we have to replace. Cooling tower 1, 2 years only. So that means I have to replace next year, 26. Cooling tower pump 2, I have to replace in 2027. For 3 years, their remaining useful life. 27. Chemical dosing system, 5 years I have. So that means I have 2029. I need to replace. So this is the way you have to prepare. Okay. Ajmal, heading,
Sir,
right? Like a cooling water system. So what are included in the cooling water? Okay, let us say chilled water system. Okay, let us say chiller water. Chiller. What is the thing is included? Chiller. Chiller 1,
compressor,
chiller
condenser.
1, chiller 2. No. Chiller 1, chiller 2. No, not the parts. Not parts. Capital budget parts will go to the operational budgets. Talking about the equipment itself.
But here it's cooling water pump also mentioned.
Cooling water pump is an asset. Pump, full pump you are going to replace. Not the bearing, not the shaft. Cooling pump.
Compressor will be even way more expensive than pump.
Which one?
The chillers compressors will be way more expensive.
No, that's why I'm coming into that. Chiller, you have to run chiller. Chiller 1, chiller 2, chiller 3. Okay. So now in chiller cases, you can write pump is there. Pump you can write down. And what is called compressor. Because chiller, are you going to replace the chiller, the whole chiller together? That depends on your operational decisions on this. Okay. So that's depend, because why I'm saying that, because compressor you are saying some organization, chiller, compressor, refrigeration part of operational cost, some operational expenses, some organization is a part of capital expenses. So it is depend on how your financial finances decide on that. That is, you have to check with that. There is a confusion that one. So where some organization, yes, that is part of the operational cost. Some organization, yes, this is part of capital cost. So this depends. It's a depends. So you have to prepare for the entire system like this. So this is, I'll give you 2 example there. One is together everything as a one sheet, and individually so for cooling plan, cooling water system. Clear? So far clear? 5-year work plan is clear. Any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt there?
Clear,
Guys,
sir.
any doubt?
Clear.
Clear. Clear. Okay. So,
Yeah.
1 second. Let me delete this first. Okay.
Dr. Manoj, hi, Kunal
Yes.
Desai.
Yeah, Kunal.
This 5-year work plan, what we prepare, this should also align with the depreciation where the finance puts the zero. See, the replacement.
Depreciation is not your part. That's the finance part.
Okay.
You are okay. Now your question: from where you are getting this cost? This cost you are getting from the supplier. You have to get it that cost.
Yeah,
this one,
that is
this
correct.
one you are getting. Okay. Depreciation is not your concern. It is not your job. It's not your job. Okay. You don't worry about the depreciation. You don't even think about the depreciations. I told you that is not.
This is based on the performance, but tomorrow, if we say particular chiller, we want to replace as per the performance, we want to replace in 2026. Okay. However, in the depreciation as per finance, it should run till 2030. Okay. Then there'll be a gap.
Then the question. If 2030, that means as per the manufacturer useful life is 230, the question will come, why you need to replace, why this a functionality and performance weak in 2026? You have to give answer for that. That means the previous years you are not maintained as per the manufacturer instruction.
So that's what it has to. Yeah. Clear. So it has to align somewhere with the depreciation also, right? Depreciation, I mean the finance.
You need to know. You need to know that remaining depreciation value. You need to know, because you don't want to. You definitely you are managing a facility. You should know what is the depreciation value, remaining depreciation value for every equipments. Because most of the organization, what happened, within 5 years they are depreciate everything. But as you say, chiller and everything, there will be a long time depreciations will be there. So yes, you are right that one. But definitely that's you have to check a depreciation, remaining depreciation value. What is that? Remaining depreciation
value. Correct.
But it's not your responsibility that what type of depreciation method is using or depreciating the equipment. That's not your responsibility. Clear?
Financial depreciation is just numbers. When it comes to depreciation and facility management, it is the condition of the asset.
Condition of yes. Because I will give you an example, Kunal. Now let us say you are purchasing an equipments. Okay, when you are purchasing an equipment, let us say your AC unit you have purchased, and manufacturer will say, okay, 5 years useful life. Okay, manufacturer say, okay, so these 5 years, what happened? The finance department will depreciate the amount, depreciate the asset value within 5 years. But
that
you are
based
not
on
going
percentage. Depreciation percentage.
Depreciation, as we said, there will be straight line forward, straight line.
Whatever it
there.
is.
So that's we have learned about. That's according to their policy. They will decide that on what type of depreciation they are going to follow. That's a different case. But let us say 5 years, if useful life is manufacturer is saying that the finance will depreciate within these 5 years. But you are not going to replace the equipment 5 years because the function you are replacing only based on the functionality and performance. So there is you are using 15 years. So after from the 6th year onwards, your knowledge is this equipments, yes, I can run for another 15 years because the functionality and performance is good at the moment. So I will decide the useful life for me. The depreciation value is 0 from the 6th year onwards. Correct? Yes. So as a facilities manager, you know that one. Okay, I have a AC units are there which depreciation value is 0. But based on the functionality and performance, I can use this for another 15 years. So another 15 years. Correct. So you will decide for operations useful life means you will decide it based on the functionality and the performance. Understand?
Correct.
So here we have look into that depreciation. Depreciation is not your responsibility. That is different methods are there that financial will do. But as a facilities manager, you should know that what is the remaining depreciation value. So it's not only any facility you are going to take over from the client. You have to ask them, can you please provide me the details of your all the equipment, because I want to know what is the remaining depreciation value. This is good for us. Two chances. One, we will get the installation dates and all the details we will get from the list. So I went to one of the facilities in an old building. They say they don't have an asset list. They don't have asset list. I said, okay, fine, no problem. Tell your finance department, give their assets, complete assets, because their own building, right? So they have assets. Give that entire asset list, okay, with their depreciation details. They have given the complete list. Within all the asset details are there. Now my job is more easy. I can just go through. I have shifted to a proper Excel sheet, and I have the clear the installation date will be there. Remaining depreciation value will be there. Value is there. Of course, it was a 0, but I can again physically go to each equipment to make sure that the equipments are there and blah blah all those things. So my job is more easy. More easy. Here what happened, our facilities manager, they are not asking any depreciations documents, the asset document depreciation value. That is why we are going to physically write, physically we are going to do the asset list. Yes, physically we have to go and do that. That's not a problem. But you need to get that details from client. See, client don't have any problem to give this details. You are not asking. There is a how the crying kids will get only milk, right? Otherwise, if kids are not crying, the baby not crying, they are not getting the milk, right? There is some old proverbs are there, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So yeah, you have to cry. You have to cry. You are not crying, you are not getting. Okay. So to become more proactive, a 5-year facility management work plan is must. Okay. Now we are going to operation budget. So capital budget, guys, I have said that you should have a capital budget information you are getting from many sources. One is your asset list, your facility condition survey, your facility audits, right? And 5-year work plan. And the 5-year work plan is must, where we have a complete details will be there. You should have the descriptions, and you have remaining useful life, and based on the remaining useful life, you have to mention the replacement. The value should be there, and the amount you have to mention there. Okay, you have to include and of course, when you are writing the amount, there will be some inflation there. So PV factor you have to consider, which we will discuss later. Okay. Yes. Now operating budgets. It is used to for a day-to-day running of FM operations, measure performance against projected goals, right? And draw the attention of senior management to areas that need urgent and continual attentions, and predict cash flows. This is very important operation. Again, we have discussed about the operation cost. Definitely senior management will tell you to reduce the budget. If you want to argue, if you want to stay in your decision, you should have a datas. You should have a datas. Okay, this is the operating budget used to the day-to-day running for facility management activities, where you have to measure performance against projected goals. You have to measure the day-to-day activities. Okay. Oh, that is discussed. Okay. So even as I said, you have to make the operational budgets. We have discussed this earlier. You have to break it down. Okay, Midun. Yeah, you have to break it down your entire activities, something like this, and you have to add a price there. So you have a close attention there, and you have to keep actual and again actual and planned. You can easily cross check and make sure you can when you are going to this will give you more insights. This will give you more insights, right? So yes. So yes, something like this. You have to prepare the budgeting for cooling. This is one of the budgeting example for a cooling water system maintenance. So your budget, you have to divide it into 12 months. Okay, you have to divide. Activity should be mentioned the first column. Annual total cost you have to include it. So January, February, March. So you have to, which month you need to spend, how much money you need to spend, that's you have to write it properly. So this kind of detail should have. If you have in advance, this detail will be there. No one will come to say that when you reduce the budget. If they say to reduce the budget, you can show this sheet. I need this much of money, otherwise I need to compromise.
One or another way, each and every individual is doing this budget in their personal life. Because
Personal
for
life.
every month we do have bills and everything to settle. Some or other way we are doing it in. We are not documenting it. That's all.
For personal, documenting.
Exactly.
Documenting, yes. Budgeting for cooling water. So it's up to you. So we see. I'm giving the information. It's my job is to give you the information. Okay, and this is the process. Now you can elaborate. You can elaborate the idea you got it, right? Okay, we need to do 5-year work plan. You can make it a 10-year work plan also. No one will stop you. Correct. No one will stop you even if you are making 10-year work plan, right? And the operational budgets. Something if you are preparing this format for your entire equipment, entire expenses of your building based on the work breakdown structure, the previous sheet we have seen. And if the management is come to ask you to reduce the budget, you can show that, no, sorry sir, this much of amount I need to to provide a quality services. If you really want to bring the value, I need to do somehow. Okay, if they say maybe 10% need to be reduced, maybe they will say okay fine, or they say okay 2% just for satisfaction. Still manageable. Still manageable. So that is for the budgets for cooling water system maintenance. And overhead budget preparation also, you can prepare your contractor staff, cleaning, security, your service provider, right? Your service provider staff also, you can prepare something current year. What is the different? What is the current year? And what was your cleaning price, contract price for 2024? And what is the price now? What is the percentage is increased? So this document also you should have. Correct. Okay. So Even 2023 also you have, it's better. Okay, so overhead budgeting preparation also you should have. Any question on the operating budgets? Any question? Any question, guys? Any question? Capital
No,
budget,
sir,
operating
nothing.
budget, any question you have. These are the area
No.
where facility manager sometimes confuse, and they know what is capital budget and operating budget, but overall, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Chart of account. Chart of account, a list of all accounts a company used to record its money activities. These accounts are grouped into categories like income, expense, asset, and liabilities. What we have studied, the finance department will entry all the transaction to the journal, and ledger will organize this, in an order. Then chart of account, ledger will organize these transactions, and chart of account summarize, right? So you will get from the chart of account all the asset, liabilities, equity, capital, revenues, and expenses. This is not our job. This is finance department. They have the access on this, right? So they have all the assets, they have all the liabilities, equities, right? And so where it shows within asset, liabilities, and equity, where is showing, it shows the balance sheet, right? It shows in the balance sheet. Your revenues and expenses, where it shows, the income statements, P&L. Okay, so that is we call a chart of account. So chart of account to asset category and expense accountability, maintenance planning, and capital budgeting. Okay, this coming into the asset categories, right? Accountabilities, maintenance planning, and capital budgeting. And expenses category, which come, we have to monitor the expenses and distributing the expenses. Distribute expenses, we have to distribute to our different activities. Okay, so that is the purpose of a chart of account into FM activities. Definitely that will be finance department will do. So planning cycles. So far okay, right? So far okay, right? Yes. Okay, not boring, eh?
Yes,
No,
yes.
Not boring.
Oh,
Okay.
definitely not.
Not
Normally
boring.
accounts is a sleepy languages. You need a break for 5 minutes? You need a break? Anyone want a break?
No, fine.
No.
Fine.
You can
Okay.
continue.
Yes. So in planning cycles, you have to do what do we need to do, how will we do it, what resources do we need, how much will it the cost, and present and negotiate the budgets in a planning. Okay. Now, what do we need to do? Means your asset register. Number one, you should have your proper asset register. When you are preparing your budget planning, you have the first category, what do we need to do? Like you have a proper asset register. What will happen if you don't have a proper asset register? You are blank. You are in a dark, right? You can't prepare the proper budget. Even you cannot prepare the budget. And know your organization strategic objective. You have to know your organization long-term planning, and know your FM objectives, FM work plan. FM work plan. Okay, what is that? The earlier we have seen, right? Earlier we have seen the activities, we have break it down, right? So how we will do that? Okay, we have all these details, and how we will do that one. Know what you need to do, ensure the facility run well. Do regular check and maintenance, because you need a data, right? You need a data to include the, okay, how you are going to fix that. Okay, this much of amount I need to maintain in this particular equipment, on what basis, against to what data you have taken the decisions, where you have to do a regular check and maintenance, follow standard operating procedures, make sure all equipment works properly. That is one of the important part. And keep the place clean, safe, and secure, and use energy and your water efficiently, and train your staff to do their job well, and have emergency plans ready. Emergency plans, plan B you should have. Okay, what will happen if there is an equipment failure, where these are affecting our existing business or not, how impact for financial impact and legal impact, these you have to upfront, you have to evaluate, and you have documented. Scenario planning. Okay, different scenario you have to plan, and you have to take it, you have to prepare for the you have to prepare for face that incidents, right? So you have also know what barriers may stop you from reaching goals. Not enough budget or resources. You have a big plan, You have to, okay, I have to bring in top-notch services, but if you have enough, if you don't have enough budget, what will happen? Lack of skilled staff and poor communication of teamwork, old or broken equipments, no clear plan or priorities, delays in getting suppliers or services, unexpected problems like weather or breakdown. These all things will be a barrier to reach your goals. So we have to find a solution to prevent that. And also know the plan for each facility system. HVAC system, you have to schedule for cleaning, filter changes and checks. You have the PPM plan, electrical, plumbing, security, fire safety, cleaning and waste. So you should have a 52 weeks PPM plan. You should have 52 weeks PPM plan. I have forwarded a format of PPM plan, and tonight I will forward you again. So please connect with this topic on this. Okay, Midin? Yeah, Mr. Michael, right? Okay. So do a breakdown structure for facility services. We have discussed earlier this. What resources do we need? So when we have break it down our all the facility management activities, then we can decide what resources we need there. And because with the breakdown structure, we can estimate how much money is needed by adding the cost of labor for each categories, materials and parts for planned maintenance work. This is you are doing while you are entering to a project which you are completely prepare the plan, your operations plan. So how you are decide that how many staff is necessary, how many technician is necessary to do the maintenance activities for each equipments. You have to break it down. You have to break it down. You have to calculate the timeline, make sure that enough manpower you have. Okay, this total cost will then be charged to the department that use the facility services. So these all things will help you to prepare a better budgets. Otherwise, you have to follow what your finance is saying, that which is not enough. You cannot bring the value. Do a breakdown structure for a facility services. Estimation costing, you can do, look into that spare parts cost codes, work orders, maintenance, yeah, cost of maintenance, your project overheads, cost centers, functional process unit, estimated total budget. So you can prepare, right? You can make a breakdown structure also. So number one, you have to make a breakdown, and the breakdown, each breakdown, you have to decide for, okay, how many labor is required. Then you have to decide what consumables, what are the consumables required, what is the quantity, like spare parts or anything required, that you can calculate. You have to break it down, and because when you are break it down, all the costs has to include, right? All the overheads and everything should be included there. So how much will be the cost? Assign a reasonable cost to each task. Estimate how much each job will cost. Estimate how much each job will cost, like your labor, material and tools. Use a past data or market rate to set fair prices, and include hidden costs like transport or overtime if needed. That's also you have to plan it, and add up the total cost, all the line items to get the full maintenance budget. Check if the total fits within the planned budgets, and find a possible savings as well. Use energy efficiency equipment to cut power bills. Bulk buy material to get better prices. Plan work better to reduce your downtime. Use skilled in-house staff instead of outsourcing, and preventive maintenance to avoid costly breakdowns. Okay, so you have to assign a reasonable cost to each task and add up to the cost and find a possible savings. So once you have all these details you have done, you have to identify what do we need to do. You have decided what we need to do. That's you have decided. How you will do this, that's also you decided. And to fulfill this task, what resources we need, that's also we have decided. And for how much cost we need, that's also we have decided. Now our job is to go into present to our management, present to and negotiate the budget with our management. Okay, why the plan is good idea, how it can be done, and how it will save money. Explain the benefit clearly with your management team. Okay, like fuel breakdown, better safety and lower long-term cost and everything you can explain. Show that the work can be done within the current team or resources, and compare the cost of doing the work now versus waiting and paying more later. And use simple example and pass the result to make it easy for them to understand and trust the plan. This when we have some this, see, this is a facility I am going to do that. Okay, this is a facility I'm going to do, and this is the way I'm going to do that. I'm going to utilize for these resources, and to utilize these resources I will have this much of cost. You have to present in a professional way. So something like this. Only 5 slides. Number first slides, you have to explain the company mission objectives and your 5-year plan objectives for the years. That's everything. As a facilities manager, you have to highlight in the first slide. Second slide, you have to provide a plan to achieve the objectives, your future plans. The budget summary you have to provide. And third slides, you have to mention the budget highlights. Okay, FM needs to support the objectives, so budget you have to include it. And the fourth slides, you have to highlight the past experiences, the past performance. Okay, and propose value, add projects, whatever you have done, you have achieved the previous years, that you have to highlight. And the fifth slides will be, you have quantify your budgets, align FM services with your objectives, and assure it is a reasonable and practical. So most convincing way, you have to include these details are enough to include in your presentations to present and negotiate the budgets categories. Okay, so you have to present the proposal FM budget to your management. Of course, there will be some discussions will come, but at the end of the day, definitely they will agree that. But here, what happened? We are not sitting with our management with the kind of presentation to that, because 2026 is coming after 6 months. So now every organization will start their budgeting for after 3 months. Right? You have to sit with your management. I need 2026 this much of budget. You have to see, you have to show some presentations like this and to try to convince them. You are not giving anything. They don't know what you need. Exactly the problem is they don't know what you need. That is why they are sending you the formats. They don't know what you need. That is the truth. Okay. So then once you submitted, you follow up the proposal budgets. Okay. When asked a cut cost, we explain FM does not just to manage money. We manage activities. That's true. We are not managing money. We are managing the activities. Cutting cost means doing fewer activities or doing them more cheaply, which will affect our qualities and it will not align with our goals as well. Okay, and it's our responsibility to inform our management that if you are going to cut the cost, how harmful for the operations, that's you need to highlight. Okay, so FM managers just need to prioritize the resources and focus the expenditure on the activities that are most important in the facilitating the organization business operations. As I said, so many activities we have, and we have to prioritize and where we need to spend our money more and where we need to spend the money less. This you have to explain. And in the presentation, sorry, in the submittal, you have to highlight the color we call red, yellow, green system. We call red, yellow, green system. It's red will show the high priority or mandatory items. Yellow will be medium priority, and the green will be low priority. So you have to highlight the items to your management. So this method help FM teams clearly identify which activities are essential and they must always be supported. Okay, you can easily, when you have the huge list of plans, you have to highlight red, yellow, green, so you can understand more easily. You can, and then allocate approved budget to the work plan. Upon securing allocated approved budget, next to prepare what you have to allocate it to the, because earlier we have to break it down, right? Our activities we have break it down, so we have to allocate this amount to the work plans. Okay, and then you monitor your expenditures. This is important. Monthly, weekly is better, but of course, weekly or once in every 2 weeks or monthly. Don't exceed monthly. Don't try to go for monitoring the quarterly, but you must do at least monthly to monitor your expenses. How you will monitor? Okay. Now let us say this is my June month expenses. Okay. A chiller. Are you there? Are you here? Mudun, Mr. Michael, are you
Yes,
here?
yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
So you have a expenditure report will be there. So where, okay, this is just an example. In June month, chiller, my budget was $1,633. That was my budget in that particular month. Okay, but my actual expenses was 2,100. So I have variations will be 467. So that means almost 28.6% is higher my expenses. That is the one area. And June YTD, years to date, up to date, what is my expenses? Okay, year to date. Okay, that means from January 1st to June, right? So my budget was 9798. Correct? Yes, understand? And my actual expenses for YTD, year to date, from January 1st to up to June, my 10,000 is my expenses. So that means my variations here for variance will be only $202. That means 2.6% only. Midun.
Yeah.
Overall, still I am in safe. Overall, this last 6 months, when I look into that overall, I am only higher side only 2.6. Still I can manage. It means for the coming months, I can manage this budget. Okay, I can make it into zero variance. Okay, but individually when you are looking 28.6, so you have to
budget.
Yeah, so you have to look into that why there is, and also you have to do that in actual 2,100 around $467 is increase that you have to investigate. You have to investigate why there is a expenses more than the budget. This is you have to do a monthly. This is a way you have to monitor. All your expenses you have to monitor such a way that yes, what is the budget amount for that particular month, and actual how much, what is the variance, what is the percentages, and y to date. Sorry, years to date. YTD, we call it YTD, year to date. This is you have to go. So you have a keep monitoring. Your budget will be you under on track. Clear, online clear. Any doubt on this sheet? Any doubt?
Clear.
Any doubt?
Clear, sir.
Clear, doctor.
And of course, monthly management sheet, monthly management report, or finance department or your senior management, you have to submit this, right? If it is a educated senior man, definitely they will ask, a monthly expenses, and you have to ask your subordinate as well if you are managing a multiple building, because budget variance report need a careful interpretations. There are no absolute rules for the format of budget variance. Okay, so you should have one that is simple and suits your needs. There is no particular format or anything. Okay, you have to follow according to this procedure. No, not like that. But this is the easy way we can track our expenditures. Okay, so the conclusion, the budget is an indication of how the organization work, what it cares, and what direction is pursuing. And budget is to be effective. It needs to be flexible to adapt to the organization business performance and strategies. And of course, FM budget should show how facility service will operate in supporting to each of its internal customer, reflecting the demand for facility services and supply at a cost. Supply at a cost. Any questions for this chapter? Midil, Shahul, Manoranjan. Hope you are not sleepy. Still you are that maintaining that energetic. Yes.
It's a very interesting topic, by the way.
Very good. So far information is useful. Just give me a comments. Make my boosting myself, my energy. I need to boost my energy. Is it useful for this information?
It's really useful, sir.
Okay, good. So it's easy way to manage. If you are managing according to this presentation, what we are discussing, if you continue on this, you will be a proper financial, you will get that financial literacies, or you continue with manage with the exactly for this format. Okay. Now financial benefit analysis. In financial, when most of the facility professional mindset, you know how it will be. What has finance go to do with FM? What is their job? Finance. Sala aagaya. What is his job? He's a CFO. What he is doing in my facilities? You know, some days our mindset will be like this. And our roles are to operate and maintain the buildings and services. We have nothing to do with the finance, and our job is to manage the building. That's it. And we don't do numbers. And that's finance department job, or senior management will do. That's our mindset. Okay. So that's not exactly as I said that we are taking the accountabilities. So in facility managers can show how they help improve the company's profit or save money. You are the one of the employee to directly impact your actions in their profit margins. Your actions, your knowledge will directly impact to their financial results, and they won't see an important of business success. Okay, this means they may not be included a big decision or treated as a strategic partners. Now you know most of the organizations in UAE also slightly it is coming to the corporate companies. Facilities manager title completed change. Instead of facilities manager, now the new title is called strategic partner. What is called strategic partner. That means facility manager, they value the facility management department, they value the facilities manager, they will see or they will treat the facility manager for their long-term success, one of the important partner, okay, for their long-term success. That is why those title is given strategic partner. Very soon it will be change the title, facility manager, strategic partner, facility management, strategic partner, facility management. Okay. So we have two tools, financial benefit analysis. You will learn total cost analysis and life cycle costing. What is that? Total cost analysis and life cycle costing in considering the cost for the life of the facility asset option in making sound procurement decisions. Okay. Now, as I said that a tactical decision by a facility manager focus on short-term savings, tactical decisions, operational decisions, short-term savings or a quick fix. Right, like reducing your energy bills or cutting maintenance costs. This everything your short-term activities, a tactical plans. Strategic decision means, so strategic decision looks like a long-term impact. Long-term impact. You have a through your long-term plan, like you are investing in energy efficiency systems, like installing solar panel or anything. So what I need to make it very short, that tactical decision will be middle, it is an action level, operation level, because in tactical level we are looking all is a short-term activities, right? And strategic decision means long-term activities. Okay, now you say the terminology you have to use, okay, that replacement of this equipment is part of my capital expenditure. No, we can say in more executive way that one, replacement of this equipment asset is my strategic, as part of my strategic plan. How beauty this, right? The terminology you are using, right? It's giving me the value. Strategy is part of my strategy, but strategy plan means my long-term plan. That is part of my long-term plan, my strategic plan. Okay, gatekeeper. Gatekeeper is, we can say, either it is the finance department or your manager, whoever taking the decision. They are we have a gatekeeper. It could be our manager or our senior manager or the finance department. So make sure that who is controlling the resources. Who is controlling the resources? Financial resources. Mostly the financial resources controlled by the CFO, right? He is the key gatekeeper. So if you look at the financial point of view, the terminology we can call a gatekeeper. Okay, the gatekeeper is responsible for allocating out a limited pool of money to various functional departments. And if you are internal FM contract, you are not directly contributing the revenue, is perceived as a cost center. I told you that. If you are internal department, they see you non-generated revenue generated department, so they will see you as a liability. Okay. So how the gatekeeper disperses the organization fund? we must understand there is a limited amount of funds in every organizations, or limited fund there to meet many needs. Okay, so we are in the direct competition with other department. Now, Mr. Michael, you are managing internal department. Okay, just giving you a scenario. Now you have a sales department, you have a production department, and they have other revenue generated department, and you are the facility department. You are the non-revenue generated department. Now, sales department need a software, new software. Production department need a new machinery to increase the productivity, and you need some fund to replace one equipments. Which one they will give a priority? They will give a priority more into revenue generated department requirements, correct or not?
Right.
Yes.
So they will not. So if they want to consider us, we have to provide a proper financial information details to them, that they need to understand this requirement also important to make them to support them to increase the revenues. Clear? So that you have to. So you, as a facility manager, you need to know how to convince your decision makers. If you want to convince, you into the financial literacies. Okay, you need to clearly explain why funding is needed, show how the new facility or improvement will save the money, add value, or support the company's goals. And your need have to detailed plan. Number one, what you will give your 5-year work plan for your facilities. The request by the F1 department must be backed up by benchmarked lifespans and cost. So that's 5-year work plan is one of the good tools you can submit. And of course, there will be other few details are there, which we are going to, your payback period, ROIs, and whatever it's, that's we are going to discuss later. Okay. So when requesting fund from the gatekeeper, you will likely be pressured to choose the low bidder, right? Because they are seeing the price. So you are continuing to go to look at the low bidder. For this reason, you must understand and be able to articulate the difference between cost and price. What is the difference means? Price, cost, and value. Price is the initial investment. Midhun, you are going to procurement department only looking at the price, not the cost. Not the cost. Cost means the long time recurring expenses. Okay, you purchase an AC unit. The price means your initial purchase price, initial purchase value. Cost means throughout the life cycle of the unit, the AC equipments, whatever your expenses, the maintenance, energy, and all this we'll call a cost. Okay, so this you need to understand: price, cost, and value. Price, cost. You have to do some comparison, some evaluation of price, cost, and value, where we do a total cost analysis and life cycle costing. Clear now? Why we do the total cost analysis and life cycle costing is to make sure that price, cost, and values, the price is satisfactory and cost also satisfactory. When price and cost come equal, you can create a value. Correct? Yes. Value. At Brookings, we have discussed about price and cost. That will consider the values. Right? Okay. Yeah. Yes. So total cost analysis and life cycle costing. This is the area where facilities manager having a clarifications. What is the difference between total cost analysis and life cycle costing? Total cost analysis, total life cycle, sorry, this is life cycle costing. Okay. Oh, there is something wrong. Okay. That is my mistakes. Okay, I will explain this. Okay, you can read this total cost of analysis. Yeah, that's the wrong things. I will come back. Give me 1 minute. Let me go to the restroom and come back. Okay, just to read the total cost analysis. Okay, and life cycle costing, I will explain you. Okay. Oh. Can you listen, Midhan? Can you listen? Yeah. Yes.
I'm glad he took his microphone off. It would be horrible if he took it into the toilet.
Yeah, ready? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Yeah. So total cost analysis, what is that? Focus on all costs related to a decision or options, both direct and indirect cost, right? And it used to compare different alternatives and short time and long time cost. You can look into the total cost analysis, because you are comparing the total cost of using in-house cleaning. So anything you want to decide to purchase or acquire, definitely you have to look into the total cost analysis. But life cycle cost analysis will be the full life of the equipments, right? Full life of the assets from the purchase to disposal. All this cost will be calculated in total cost of analysis. Okay, so where is this? I cannot see you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, fine. Total cost analysis is a financial evaluation. Okay, method used to understand the complete cost of owning, operating, and maintaining a product, system, or facility over its entire life cycle. Total cost analysis. So why we do total cost analysis? To know the real cost, number one. Number two, to make a better decisions, because it will help us compare multiple options. It will take 30 minutes more will take. Okay, 10:30 only we can finish it. Okay, is it okay for everyone? 30 minutes to spend with me?
No
I might have
problem.
to.
Yes, no problem.
Okay,
For
okay.
me, I might have to leave at that time. Thank you.
Which one? 10 o'clock or 10:30?
10 o'clock, I might have to leave.
Yeah, your
Sorry.
fixed time. Your time is fixed. Huh?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Remaining, because next chapter, otherwise, that's very important chapter for some calculations also there. So, to support budgeting and planning, and to justify the investments, and to improve the efficiency for the total cost analysis. Okay, it will help for that. For example, when we do total cost of analysis, let us say we have two options, right? We have two quotations. One quotations will say for initial price is $200,000, and second option will be $130,000. Okay, and Midan, yeah, here useful ULS, useful lifespan. ULS means useful lifespan. $200,000 option one, 10 years useful life will be there, and 130,000 you have a 5 years lifespan. Okay, because two bits of for an activity. So your annual maintenance cost will be $1,500. Okay, for the first option one, $1,000 for option two. Your annual energy cost is 1,000. So whatever the expenses you are feeling, that you can write down, right? Then the total cost you have to write down 2,200 to 225,000 and 140,000. Which one you are going to select? Midhan?
Yeah, one second.
We'll choose option 1.
Option 1 only.
Yeah, option one.
One. Okay, fine. Okay, now you have to TC, you have to annualize it. Okay, so this is for 10-year cost.
10-year
And
cost.
this one is 5-year cost. Okay, this is 5-year cost and this is 10-year cost. Now you have to annualize it. Total cost divided by useful life, right? ULS. So here
2,250.
22,500 annualized and 28,000. Okay, total cost if when you analyze. So this is the way you have to do. Clear? Huh? Yeah. So you select the option one. That's right. Correct. So this is the way you can do the total cost analysis. First, you have to, whatever the proposal you have for option one, option two, initial price, and of course useful lifespan. This is important because option one we have a 10-year lifespan. Correct. And yes, and still we are going to your okay. If you have only for this initial price, Midhan, your procurement department will select which one? Option 2 only.
Yes.
Option
Correct. Option 2 only. So now you have to do the total cost analysis. You can easily convince your management that yes, when you are annualized, see annualized $28,000 will come, maintenance cost will come for the second option. Also, there is a less useful life. Clear? Clear? Yes. Okay.
But
So
management will not agree because they will think that spending initial investment of 100,000, we can generate more revenue. They will never agree. They will say go for option 2 only.
What's your name? Sorry, your name is not there.
Vikas.
Vilas. See, what I should say that I don't have any comments on that. It's a management. They are not a business driven. They are only the short term. They are only looking the short term benefit. Okay, but
No.
But
if you provide the facts like this, maybe they will consider what you're saying.
Client will consider this. Client will consider this because if you are a third party contractor, client will consider this because client will having a long time benefit. Otherwise, you have to spend 28,000. After 5 years, you have to replace the equipments. Correct or not?
But
yes.
They will think that by investing 100,000 another area, I can generate revenue and that will benefit me more on the accounting perspective.
Why don't you you are going to the home, you are purchasing for 30 lakh for 40 lakh Fortuner, instead of you are purchasing a Fortuner, you can invest in the real estate, right? Why you are not doing this?
Yeah, you are right. No, FM perspective, this option one is always good.
See,
but
our job is to Vilas, our job is to provide the details. Decision is definitely procurements and the finance will take a decision. We do our job. That's it. We will try our level best. What did if they are not convincing? You are submitting this for your client, right? You are going to replace something, and you are provide all the information to the client. Client finance will go to the option to let it go. What should we do? What is our, we do our job properly, that's it. We do our job properly, that's it. Okay. So that is the total cost analysis. So any purchase, before you make any purchase, any acquire the items, you have to do a total cost analysis. So you take a 2 or 3 proposals and to if to calculate everything, to provide them which is your selection. What you do the technical, when you have so many proposal, your responsibility to provide a technical clarification. Within technical clarification is provided along with the technical clarification, you have to provide this commercial factor also to them, that one, because this is both are included. Now other day I have spoke to a facility manager, my job is only your technical clarification, commercial they will decide. I said no, technical clarification, that yes, you are the professional, you have to give all the technical clarification, as well as you have to recommend them, you have to suggest them. See, according to my life cycle, sorry, total cost analysis, I feel that this is better because this will give us a long time benefit. Let them decide. Maybe they don't know that concept. Please, you tell them, you speak to them. Okay. And another life cycle costing. Yes, Mohammed Farid. Yes, Mohammed Farid.
Hi, doctor.
Hi.
I have a doubt on this. The ULS which we are providing, this is the main factor, which is the thing which we are showing to the management. But how we can get this ULS?
ULS manufacturer will provide you. Manufacturer. Okay. Useful lifespan will be give the manufacturer.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, useful life. As I said earlier, don't confuse. Earlier I said this is strictly for the commercial side. Within, don't confuse. Earlier we said useful lifespan is based on functionality and performance. That's a different topic. Correct? Clear? Now this is, you are going to buy something, purchase something. Before you purchasing, you are taking a decision making. Okay, where we have to consider the manufacturer details for ULS. And what they do, even they are purchasing this 200,000, what they will depreciate the amount within 10 years. Correct or not? Yes, they will depreciate the amount 10 years. Right? Higher amount they will depreciate the earlier stages, then small amount will be allocated for remaining years. That's it. We have learned in CFM for finance topic, we have studied that one. Right? Okay. So this is your concept. Hope this is understand. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yeah. Life cycle costing. Life cycle costing is a method to assess the total cost of ownership. Total cost of ownership, the entire life of the equipments. Okay. And asset over its entire life. It helps facility managers make a smart financial decision by comparing not just the purchase price, but all related costs such as operation, maintenance, and disposal. So if we can learn to talk in a way that management understand, we will have better chances of convincing them to make the right choice. Even if the right choice costs more at the beginning, they are more likely to agree if we explain it clearly in their languages. That is what you said, Midhan. If we can explain them in a convincing way, yes, they will agree on that. Okay, so so if we can learn to talk in a way that management understand, we will have a better chance of convincing them to make a right choice. Even the right choice cost more at the beginning. This is what we discuss. Life cycle costing. Just imagine that your air condition system package unit you need to purchase. Lifespan is 12 years. Capital cost is $150. Maintenance cost annual $8,000. Energy cost is $18,000. And other one, centralized system, 20 years. Lifespan $200,000, $15,000 maintenance cost, and energy cost is $23,000. So we have to do some this investment. This, when you have submitted this, you have to provide that life cycle costing calculations also. Life cycle costing calculations. Clear? So 8% discount rate can include inflation. How much prices, currency value go up to the year? That's your finance department will give. Okay, your finance department will give you 12 years. 12 years. Even package unit 12 years, centralized unit is 20 years. Okay. Now we are going to take a package unit 12 years. We are taking the life cycle calculations 12 years. And we are taking the other one, centralized system, we will take it later. Okay. So here, this is very important. How you are calculating the PV system. You understand? Calculator pen, and maybe you can keep it with you. So let us say 150,000 you have purchased. Okay. Your maintenance cost 8% is discount rate. I said discount rate we are using because these 12 years, what is the yearly, there is a currency inflations are there. Okay. So this discount rate will provide you your management team. Okay. So you will first year, what is your maintenance cost? What is your energy cost, or whatever the cost you have, you can write down there. And your PV factor. PV factor you have to calculate. PV factor use that discount rate to adjust a future money back to today's value. This is called the time value of money. Okay. Don't be confused. Don't be confused. I will make it clear. So that means PV factor formula 1 divided by 1 plus R for discount rate, N for years. Okay. I will give you a simple calculation. Open this file. Please open this file in your mobile, please. Let us see how this PV factor calculations. PV factor calculations. This is you can do yourself to find out the NPV. Okay. Take it. Everyone online. Yeah. Everyone. Asif, Manoranjan. Just spend it with me 10 minutes.
Yes.
It will be live worth. Okay. So here we are taking a package unit. 150,000 is the purchase value. Maintenance cost first year 8,000. 18,000 will be energy cost. So the PV factor is 9259. So how this PV factor get it? PV factor formula is 1 divided by 1 plus R and years, right? So year 1 plus 8%, you have to go to the decimal. So when you convert into decimal, 0.08 will get, correct or not? Yes, understand? And then bracket close 1 year. Okay. So just to take the calculator, 1 divided by 1 plus 0.08. How much you got it? Please. We will together we do. Okay. Together we do. How much you got it? 1.08 you got it, right? Yes? Yes, Midhin, yes? I need some participants. Here. Yeah, right? Okay. 1 divided by 1 plus 0.08. You got it. 1 divided by 1.08 you get it. So 1 divided by 108 you got it. Divided, how much you got it? 0.925 you got it or not?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is here. 0.9259. Okay, clear? Now second year. Year 2. Again you calculate 1 divided by 1 plus 0.08. And so 1 divided by 1.082. That means 1.08 multiplied 2 times, right? 2 years, no? How much you got? 1.1664 you got it, correct? Yes, calculate yourself, then only you will understand. 1.08 multiplied again 1.08 is equal to how much you got it? 1.1664. Correct?
Yep.
Only Mithun is
Yes, doctor, correct.
Yes, yes.
Muhammad. Okay.
Yes,
now
correct.
you divided 1 divided by 1.1664. How much you got it? 0.8573, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
correct.
That is the
Yes,
second
yes.
year. That is the second year PV factor. Second
Yes.
year PV factor. Now we are going to third year. This is the way you have to calculate and submit to your management. Okay. Now third year. Again, we got it 1.164, right? 1.1664 multiplied by again 1.08. How much will you got it? 1.259, correct? Within 1.2597.
Yes.
Now again you divide 1 divided by 12597. How much you got it? 0.7938, correct?
79.
Yes.
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 That is the third year 7938. That is your PV factor. Okay. Now the fourth year. Again, whatever the answer you are getting there, again 1.2597 multiplied by again 1.08. How much you got it? 1.3604. You 1 by 1 divided by 1.3604. How much you got it? 0.7350. Correct? Correct?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
0.7304. Now the fifth year you have to calculate 1.3604 multiplied by again 1.08. You will get another answer.
Yeah.
This is the way you have to calculate that. Then you have to go maintenance cost, energy cost, okay, and the PV factor. So A plus B, A plus B plus C multiply by the PV factor. You will get the present value. Present value. So that means, listen, this is your present value. This is your present value.
By the end of the 12th year.
End of the 12th year. So PV factor, because we need to automatically that cash inflations already came, right or not? Now here, how much calculate 150 plus 150,000 plus 96,000 plus 216,000. Just plus 150,000 96,000 plus 216,000. How much?
$462,000.
Minus 345,936. Minus 345,936. What is the answer?
116,064.
That is your inflation. Yet that money value is gone because of the inflation. 8% inflation. Correct or not? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Clear this is clear, right? So when you do the life cycle costing, this PV factor formula you have to use. Okay. So you have to submit to the management, so they will understand. Don't write, if you are not add the PV factor, it will be an issues, because after 12 years there will be a lot of inflation there, right? According to the finance, 8%. That discount rate we call a discount rate. Okay, that discount rate will be given by the finance. You have to ask them, see, I have to do the life cycle costing for this. Okay, so 12 years the lifespan, give me the discount rate. So they will say how much is the discount rate. So this is the calculation. Same way you can do the centralized system also. Both you will done. Okay, both, because here you are going to finalize which one is you are going to select. So now you have done the package unit life cycle costing, PV factor through PV factor formula, and also you have done the centralized system, and finally you have to give here the final presentation. Initial cost 150,000, 200,000. Maintenance cost, you have to write PV total cost. See, PV cost. Right. So PV total cost, present value cost, 345,936 here, 345,936 and 57394. Okay. So when you are annualized, which one is the best decision to purchase?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Here today's dollar 174 is the difference per year. So this is the way you can convince your management that instead of they are looking for only for the initial price, in a life cycle costing, you have to provide the entire the purchase cost plus the recurring expenses and the PV factor. And the PV factor discount rates the management has to give. With that discount rate, you have to calculate the PV factor, and to that will lead to a perfect decisions. Correct? Yes or no? Even it is
Yes.
not your current role, in future when you are coming to the manager positions or any senior position, when you want to take a decisions, at least your junior staff will provide the any requirements. You can do yourself without finance support. You can take a decision. Clear? Yeah. And you have to present a life cycle question. So total cost analysis and life cycle costing, you have to present your management. And Midun, will they agree or not? Tell me. They have a single words to reject that. They will say, okay, I need so and so, because if you purchase a long time, this is the they will not accept, because the auditor, or tomorrow if there is any evaluation in the organization, this will be a problem for them if there's a huge difference. Correct or not? Yes. Because we have to protect ourselves, we have to provide our information to them. Okay. So life cycle costing help to compare different options that have a different lifespans. It shows the total cost of each option is today's money value, making it easier for senior management to make fair and informed decisions. Clear? Clear?
Clear.
We have a small topic, the third chapter, very small. Within 20 minutes, I can finish this one. So far, okay. Any doubt? So far clear? So far clear? So far clear?
Yeah.
Muhammad
Yes,
Farid.
yes, sir.
Muhammad Farid, do you want to ask anything, Muhammad Farid? You
Yeah,
raise the hand.
doctor, I just want to ask one thing. Like, see, if I go to any of the approval, they usually ask for apple to apple comparison. If I go for any equipment, they want the same model, same brand. So can I use this methodology for something like not an apple to apple comparison? I can use this methodology. Is that right?
Yes, of course. Apple to apple comparison, how you will do, because you are going to you select a most beneficial decision you are going to take from the long term. Okay, so same specification, different brands giving a different lifespan. What we do, but specification should be same, right?
Yes.
Specification should be same. Different lifespan, yes, you can provide them. So that if you are providing a life cycle costing and life total cost analysis, Mr. Mohammed Farid, they will definitely will agree, Farid. They will
Yeah.
definitely agree. They don't have any single words. And you know the thing is, when you are submitting this document, the value you have, because they feel that when you know something, not only for operational, they know the finance part also. Where our facility managers are failure to do this. We are not going to take the correct tools. We are not using. This is the problem. Clear?
Thank you, doctor.
Okay.
Thank you.
And of course, after the training, when I am sending you these record classes and this PPT, and you have that PDF, definitely you have to, one day you have to sit and to understand further. So you will get a more understanding. Okay. Any doubts you can ask me. Now, projective financial evaluations. Okay. Small few presentation only. So the question is, Mohammed Farid, again you raise a hand. Farid, you raise, okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Would the company accept all the proposal for improvement? What are the criteria for approval? Do all proposal with a positive net present value will be accepted? What if available funds are limited? How will the monies be allocated? And how the articulate the return on investment of our project? So projective financial evaluation is important. FM does not generate revenue. So how to justify? These all questions will come. So projective financial evaluation is important because it helps you understand the total cost and potential return of a project. It allows you to compare different options, choose the most cost-effective one, and avoid wasting money. This evaluation also helps you clearly explain the financial benefit to the management, making it easier to get support and approval. Overall, it ensures better planning, smarter decision, and successful project outcomes. So, feasibility study, project feasibility study is important. Feasibility studies often take place during the inception or concept stage of a project area. Any capital replacement you are going to decide to do, you have to do the feasibility study. Possible options for implementing the project, clear understanding of potential issues involved in that particular activities, and provide enough information to compare and rank different options, and help develop a clear plan for the entire project. So project feasibility is that. So why this? The feasibility study enables to evaluation of cost justification, alternative means, risk involved, goals and objectives. These all things will be, it will help you. Okay. And the end result of the feasibility study is a management decision on whether to accept or reject the proposed project. So feasibility study is very important into your project evaluation. So decision-making tools for project evaluation, payback period we have to highlight, return on investment, different method we can use it that one. Internal rate of returns, net to present value, and benefit to cost ratios. All these tools we can use for the financial decision tools. So strategic projects are those. Strategic project means your long-term project, long-term planning. Okay, strategic means long-term. Your strategic plan means long-term plan are those that support the company's vision, mission, and goals. It is important for facility manager to do proper financial calculation before requesting fund from the management. Otherwise, they will reject. If they keep presenting project with a low or negative return on investment, management may lose the trust and respect in their advice and decision making. So before you are going to say something to your management, make sure that there is a proper returns. Otherwise, first time, okay, if you every time if you are going to submit something, they will judge you. Okay. So payback, we know that when payback periods. Okay. If your investment is 6 million, your annual cash flow is 1.5 million, then how many years will take to get your return?
4 years.
4 years, right? Okay. So if so most of the organizations, they will, if you are convinced them, the returns, the payback period less than 5 years, they will agree. They will agree. If more than 5 years, they will not normally agree. That is why chiller normally we are not replacing. We do refurbishment only, right? Because we cannot justify the payback period because it's a high value and the payback period we cannot justify. Okay. So organizations, if you, when you calculate the payback period, which is a less than 5 years, yes, they will most probably they will agree with that. Return on investment. Return on investment calculations. Sorry.
3 years.
Okay. The total investment 3-year project estimated to be 3 million per year, and the estimated total returns are expected to be 6 million. In such cases, your project duration is 3 years. Average per year is 3 millions. Total returns over 3 years, 6 million. So you have to calculate average return per year. That means your total return. 3 years, what is your return? 6 million, right? 6 million is your total return, and divide by 3 because 3-year project, right? Per year, 2 millions, right? So your average return is 2 million divided by average cost, which is 3 million. Okay, multiply 100, 66.67 is your ROI. Which is very good, correct? So this is a way you have to provide. So payback period and return on investment, you have to highlight. Okay. So again, you have to do the net to present value. Okay. What is net to present value? Net to present value is PV revenues minus PV cost. This is you have to provide highlight there. So a dollar today is worth more than a dollar tomorrow. So PV help you to compare future cash flows as if you had them now. So NBV greater than 1, revenues greater than cost. But NBV is less than 1, revenues less than cost. In NPV, net present value increase, that means revenues greater than the cost, which is good. Everyone is looking that, right? And NPV is less than 1, that means revenues less than cost. And NPV 0, revenue equal cost. So positive result shows that the project worth is pursuing. Okay. So we can do a calculations. Now estimated revenue and cost for the project. Let us say a project. First year 12,000 is a revenue. Second year 16,000. Third year 20,000. Fourth year 40,000. And fifth year 60,000. And your cost will be as it is 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. Just imagine the scenarios. Okay. So we have to go to the again the same factor, which one the PV factor, discount rate, right? Here, if discount rate the finance is said that one 18%. Same calculation, we can do that. So your revenue first year is 12,000. Right, revenue. First year, 12,000. So again, the same 18%. 1 divided by, if it 18%, if it come into decimal, how much will come? 0.18, right?
Yeah.
0.18. Same formula. We got 0.845. Okay. 1 divided by 1 plus 0.18. First year. Okay. So 1 divided by 1.18, 8475. PV factor. Clear? Clear. And the second year again, same formula. 1.18 into 1.18, 1.3924. 1 divided by 1394, which is 0.7182. Clear? Second year PV factor. Clear? Same formula. There is. And the third year, it will come 1394. The second year, we got 1.3924 multiplied by again 1.18, 16430, you got it. So 1 divided by 16430, you got it 0.6086. Correct? Correct? Here. Third year. And the fourth year, you got it 0.5158. Yeah. And the fifth year, you got a 0.4371 here. So this is the revenue PV factor. Revenue. This is cost. So both you have to calculate. Online, clear? Revenue 12,000, PV factor was 8475. So you got a into B, right? A into B. A into B. Calculate is a 12,000 multiply 0.8475. Yeah, you got it 10169, correct? Yes?
Yes.
10169. Yes, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you have here
Yes.
8069 and cost also you have to calculate. You got a 51. So now 869 your PV revenue minus PV cost. PV cost 51 29426. NBV is positive. Therefore, proceed with the project. This is the way the finance is deciding whether this investment is positive or not. Clear? You can calculate yourself also. Oh, I am going to submit this, where you have to highlight to the management the NBV is positive or negative. You can go to the same formula, but before that you have to calculate that. Let us say you are going to install a solar panel. Okay, so revenue will be, you will get it 12,000, right? Any projects, and the cost will be 10,000. You can justify to your management.
Yes.
Okay. So is it clear? Any doubt on this NPV? Any doubt?
No.
No. Okay, fine. Perfect. So now benefit to cost ratios. Benefit to cost ratios. PV revenue divide by PV cost. That is the previously we have gotten. PV revenue divide by PV cost. Because benefit and cost ratio is greater than 1, benefit greater than the cost. Benefit and cost ratio less than 1, then benefit less than cost. Benefit and cost ratio 0, benefit equal cost. Okay. So here, simple explanation. Now let us say your revenue was 8690 PV revenue, right? PV revenue here 80691, correct? Yes. Your PV cost 51265.
Yes.
Okay. So 8691 divided by 51265, you got a 1.57. That means every 1 unit of cost you are getting 1.57 unit. That means BC is greater than 1. Right? So benefit, it's a beneficial and profitable.
Yeah.
You know how the management, the finance department is taking decision of your request. That's why when they are calculating your documents, your financial information not sufficient to convincing them to that this investment is positive. Clear? Clear? Yes.
Clear.
Online.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So payback. So any method you can use it. Either you can tell them the payback period or ROI, NPV or benefit and cost ratio you can give, but there is an advantage and disadvantage also. If you are giving payback, it's a fast and simple method. That's advantage. But disadvantage is assumes steady revenue and does not consider the time value of money. So for major investment, this payback information is not only enough. ROI easily understood and calculate, but does not consider the cost of money as well in ROI. So NPV take into consideration the cost of money. That is advantages, and very accurate as compared to other methods. NPV is that's advantage, but disadvantage is not easily understood. That is the problem. That is why we are ignoring this, because it is not easily understood, and cost and revenue not always easy to quantify. That's also a disadvantage. But as per me, for convincing the management, NPV is the best tool. And BC advantage is take into consideration of the cost of money, very accurate, easy to interpretation than pure numbers. Disadvantage, not easy understood, cost and revenue not always easy to do. According to me, when I am going to submit something to my management for approval, I am not going to do this, I am going to do this. This is easy to convince them. Okay, because this is okay in one shot. They will understand the payback period 4 years, so I will get my payback period. I have a 67-point return on investment, but that is not proven you this is the correct methods. So if you are high value of investment, then it's better that you provide a payback period, ROI, NPV, and BC. If you are providing Farid, Reno, your management will definitely approve. Nidish, your management definitely approve, because they don't have any choice. Not any choice. They have to, right? So communication strategies, if the receiver does not understand the language or the technical terms used, then communication has failed, right? This person, the opposite person also. When you are going to, you prepare all those things before you go to the finance, when you are discussing with your manager, if your manager don't have this knowledge, then it's a fail. Correct? So three main areas you have to consider: the project goal, the project purpose, and stakeholder satisfaction. These three areas you have to consider. Okay, Midun, Farid, yeah. Project goal. Any project you look into that project goal, that is important, and what is the purpose of the project, and stakeholder satisfaction. These three areas you have to consider. You have to provide an importance. Okay, and based on the financial performance analysis using quantitative methods. Okay, financial justification. For financial justification, when you are providing information in the business case, quantitative method will be, as I said, payback period, net present value, internal rate of return, return on investment, and cost and benefit analysis you have to provide. That means financial information, which we have discussed in CFM. And the qualitative, what is that? Align with the corporation vision, corporation's vision and mission, support corporation's business objectives. Corporation means organization, okay? Enable improvement and efficiency of business activities, is necessary to avoid critical business interruptions, will yield high expected ROI, will incur minimal financial risk, will modernize work process and result in a cost saving, is necessary to ensure compliance with the legal requirements. Basically, simply if I say financial information, performance information, you have to include it in your business case, right? So, conclusion, in every organization, all departments, including facility management, compete for limited resources like money and staff. This is true. Okay, because of this, decision maker or gatekeeper use different rules or criteria to choose which projects get approved and funded. First of all, you are non-revenue generated department. Secondly, if you are going for a huge investment requirements, without this financial tool, decision making tools, they will come straight away reject. No use. Your hard work will be waste. Okay. If I must first do a project feasibility study, any project you do a project feasibility study before sending the proposal to management. Even though management make the final decision, a good study shows the FM has been responsible and done proper check. It also helps build a trust and improve the chances of getting the project approved. Okay, so these financial tools you have to do that, right? Yes, clear? Any doubt you have? Any doubt? Please ask. Any doubt? Manoranjan, Ajmal,
Clear.
Namik,
Clear,
anyone?
sir.
Thank you, doctor.
Yes.
Clear, Mr. Manoj.
Tell me. Yes, Namik.
Yeah. Mr. Manoj, whenever
Yeah.
we bidding time, how this one is will be considered these all things?
Bidding time.
Yeah, there is any project selection time, it will be considered
Yes,
these
yes,
all.
yes. You can consider this also, because you can calculate that one whether this project will be feasible, viable or not. Viable. Viable means long-time economical benefit will be there or not. Yes, definitely. See, this is if there is a major project, sometimes you are getting the project details and everything, and once you've done all the activities before you submit the proposal, finance will say, sorry, we are cancelled, we are not going to participate. Why they are saying? Because they don't see the viability. Viability means long-term economical benefits.
Yes.
They
And
will.
how they, yeah,
Yeah,
and
go ahead.
how they will do the manpower calculations and these all tools and everything this in the
No,
project select.
those information you have to provide. Information you are providing, right? So let us say that, okay, my team is done all the site visit and they will decide how many manpower is required, what is the tools is what is the requirements, everything, all the details we compile together, and definitely before we submit it to the client, it will go to the finance department, right? HR
Yes.
department review, finance department will evaluate the entire project details, and once they evaluate, they will see that okay, it is not viable. They will say no, they are not going to propose this project. They are not they are not going to participate in the project. So what will happen? All these expenses, what my team is involved, all these activities, all the cost they will shift it to the sunk cost. Sunk cost.
Yeah.
Okay, because this is the process normally the organization it is happening. Okay.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Any more question?
Thank you.
Any more question?
I think there's some questions in the chat.
Really? Yeah. Perhaps prepare a business case that can be used to protect you. You have highlighted the issues. Send it to your management, and that's the way they are officially informed. Okay.
That was for Malik earlier. Scroll down to the bottom.
So useful.
Mira.
Okay. Do you mind if you post a few slides only? Share. What is that? Yeah. Do you mind? What do you mean, Mr. Mira? What do you mean if I post it?
Mira.
Yeah. Sure. You can. No problem, man. It is not a copyright. There is no copyright for this presentation, so you can do that. It's a open. We are a team, so no problem. Okay. So yes, tell me how useful this training is. It useful or is a blunder? Tell me. Honest answer I want.
No, it's very useful,
Actually,
Dr.
it's
Manoj.
very useful. Yes, very useful.
Very good it was.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. So you have more knowledge in the finance. So you can, and all this budgeting, type of budgeting, depreciation, everything we learn in CFM in finance chapter. Of course, we are learning in the payback period also, but it is spread into many areas. So what I did, I have collected together. I put in a proper format. We started from the capital budget, operation budget, the 5-year work plan, right? And we come into what is called total cost analysis, life cycle costing, right? And we then move it to the financial decision tools, which is payback period, ROIs, right? And what else in
NPV.
NPV, net present value, and
I have one doubt.
Yes, Ajmal.
This discount rate, how the finance department is deciding about the discount rate? Is it a project or
no? They
because
will not
because all the
no.
NPV and everything is purely depending upon the discount rate.
Yeah, how the inflation rates, because that's a finance, the proper finance person only can say what will be inflation rate. If you ask me, if you are asking me that what will be the inflation rate for another 6 years, I will look into the what is the last 5 years inflation, like 5%. How much is the within 5% or something inflation, right? Yeah. So I will take it. Okay, I will take it that inflation for the coming. So of course, some external financial situations and what is the dollar values and
economic factors also depends.
Economic dollar values and everything they
Oh,
will
it will be
evaluate.
depending upon the currency or product.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes. Exactly. Yes.
That is also one factor.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. This is the concept. Thank you, Miran. This is the concept. This is the. Hello, Miran. Can you block it? Can you mute it, please? That's why we are saying that if you are putting a money into the bank as a saving account, you are actually losing the money. You are actually losing the money. You have to invest it somewhere and multiply the amount. If you are saving or depositing the money into your account and doing nothing, you are in fact you are paying to the bank, because through inflation They are getting the money. Our money value is losing. So that is why the financial expert is saying that you have to invest it money somewhere to create a more wealth. More wealth. Okay.
Yeah.
Wealth person, rich person, two different terminology. Wealthiest person and richest person, two different terminology. Correct. Okay, understand. Wealth and rich is two different terminology. Okay, so this is the concept.
Okay, all right.
Mr. Michael?
Net present value, the discount rate is mainly like like inflation rate is there, currency rate is there. It's mainly like central bank and every highly professional country, central bank and everybody, they used to publish it out.
Yeah. We are not.
There are a lot of factors.
We are not viewing the economic times. So economic. So the finance people, they are professional. They will always analyze the market and understand the currency fluctuations and everything. Unfortunately, we don't have a time.
Basically,
so we don't know.
Once you ask the finance for the discount rate, the percentage, if they get it wrong, they're to blame, not you guys.
Yes, correct. Well, thank you very much for your time, and
I will
send the record classes and of course the PPTs and everything to you. I will share in the group. Okay.
Yes. Thank
you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Delays and hope this time is investing, and I hope there's no waste of time. Right? Okay.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.